All right, and we are live. Let me get this set up. Hold up a second. Hello, hello, Dobie. How you doing? How you doing there, Parker? Yes, John Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel also got fired. A whole lot of stories going on in the NFL landscape. Let me get this all set up with the. Well, that's not at all what I want. Nope. Work for me here. There we go. There we go. All right. So, got to set up where obviously I have the live score at the very top. Miami showing their honorary captains of Ray Lewis and Adrian James. Wonder who Ole Miss is going to have. Eli Manning? Maybe. Nobody. Okay, that's kind of weird. Anyways. So yes, we got Ole Miss versus Miami. I am rooting for Ole Miss. Obviously, as an SEC guy, as an Auburn guy, I want Ole Miss to win. But I'm not. There's Eli. That's what I figured. But I'm not. Who's the other person? They didn't mention the other person. Oh, it's Patrick Willis. I could tell by the face, Patrick Willis. But it's been I've been going for Ole Miss. I'm hoping that they win. If Miami wins, I'm not upset. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a little bit of two different mindsets. Obviously, like with Ole Miss, they work out really well for being more so like out of structure, that kind of stuff. Be very interested to see Trinidad Chambliss against this very vaunted defensive line, headed by Ruben Bain Jr., who I think is an amazing player who's going to do great things in the NFL, depending on where he goes. But uh, if Miami wins, in case you're familiar with the bet that I made with Emmanuel, or you might know him as trainer Ruffles, sorry, trainer Ruffles. If Ole Miss wins, which is the reason why I'm wearing this kind of more so kind of swim shirt, but it's close enough to the kind of colors. If Ole Miss wins, he, as a Falcons fan, cannot say anything bad about the Panthers in the Panthers wild card game against the Rams. If Miami wins, then I have to buy a Miami shirt. And so, whenever Emmanuel gets in here, and if Miami wins, I will go to Amazon. I'll show it up on like the screen. I'll go to Amazon and I'll make him pick out what shirt I'm going to get. So, like I said, a little high stakes for me, but not really. I mean, like it's a shirt, but so that is technically what is on the line as far as like a bet. But I am very excited for this game. Honestly, I think both games are going to be good. Obviously, I have the rematch with the Indiana and Oregon tomorrow. Going to be streaming that game obviously as well. But this one, like I said, both these teams gone through a little adversity. Ole Miss, obviously, like losing Lane Kiffin. Well, Lane Kiffin leaving them, and then obviously Miami. A lot of people didn't feel like, oh well, they really shouldn't have gotten in. It should have been Notre Dame getting in. Same thing for Alabama, um, and then they go on a little bit of a run. So it's been fun to see both these teams' seasons so far. See who moves on and whose season ends. I do love that Charlie Weiss Jr. is actually able to coach the rest of the college football playoff. Hello there, Parker. How you doing? Who is the new coach, Ravens? Ooh, so there's been some thought, and I I have my opinion on it, but in my mind, I would love for them to go with a familiar face, but still bring something different than John Harbaugh. Because I think like they understand that like they were still being successful, but they kind of got into a little bit of a rut. So they're trying to move on. Obviously, a lot of Ravens fans are upset they didn't hire Mike McDaniel because of how well he's doing for the Seahawks right now. Um, in my mind, I think that they can still possibly go with a defensive minded guy, mainly because if you have Lamar, you have really good pieces on defense. If you have a really great defensive minded head coach, and he's able to find a good offensive guy that can kind of pair well with Lamar, then that can really do well in this AFC. So I would kind of go for like either like a Jeff Heffley or like a goodness gracious, I'd just say Packers DC or potentially the Chargers DC, since he technically has uh, ties to the Ravens because he was like the Ravens either DB coach or I remember he served under Harbaugh for quite some time because he basically also served under Jim as well at Michigan. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where a lot of stuff in the NFL is going to happen. But right now, Ole Miss versus Miami. After that kickoff went into the end zone to be first down 10 to 25-yard line, Ole Miss starts on the ball. Trammel's going to have shotgun formation. Eddie Lacy, Kyron Lacy to his right. Trips to the right. That's the tight end motion. Is going to be a quick RPO action, and it's going to gain about four-ish yards. Second down 6. Go Ole Miss. Hey, I'm right there with you. I want SEC to win because there's already going to be a Big Ten team in the playoff, well, in the championship game. So, shotgun formation. Run back to his right from the 29-yard line. Going to be a hand to Lacy, who's going to be up to about a 31-yard line before he's pushed back to be about a 2-yard gain. Third down 4. I think that was Mesidor that got that tackle. Both these have very, very, well, not both of these, but both ends on Miami's defenses. Oh, shoot. Number 99 for Miami's down. That's not good. The defense tackle. But both these defensive ends are very, very talented. Mesidor, obviously, he's a little more older, so he's been, I think he's a fifth year. I think Mesidor is a fifth year. He's been there for quite some time. But Ruben Jr., I mean, he's just an absolute stud. I mean, the fact that a lot of people are trying to dock him for like his shorter arms and whatnot, I do not care. I care about obviously you can see Panthers in case you're new, Auburn and a Panthers fan. I do not care. I think Ruben Bates is going to be great in the NFL because of that, based upon his leverage and just his play strength. Like, yes, sure, he has got crocodile arms. I don't care. Like I said, yes, against certain people, it might be a little bit of a mismatch. But at the same time, if he gets his hands on you, it's very hard for you to get away from him. So, and also he's able to push you back and be able to hold his own. So, when is Coach Mike Tomlin going to be fired? See, I don't know that, Parker. In my mind, like, Mike Tomlin, because he won the AFC North, definitely AFC, because he won the AFC North, and because of the fact that you have Steelers in the playoffs, Steelers going against Texans. Do I think the Texans are going to win? Yes, that's what I'm going to go with. But I think that their Texans offense is going to be kind of sputtering, and that's going to cause the Steelers to barely lose the game. And so there's still going to be some people in faith, and also will the Steelers actually pull the trigger, or are they going to give basically him his last year, and who knows what happens there? I don't think that Mike Tomlin is going to get fired after them winning the AFC North, but maybe next year he might retire. Who knows? Shotgun formation, run back to his right from a 31-yard line, third down 4. Drops back to pass, is getting some pressure, and Chambliss is going to throw out of a sack. Did not get to the line of scrimmage, but I think they're discussing right now to make sure it wasn't an intentional grounding because it did not get to the first down marker. It did not get to the line of scrimmage, but they basically brought 6. Lacy got absolutely whooped by number 1. I believe that's number 1. Number 1 linebacker. He just got sideswiped. So, unfortunately for Chambliss, it's going to be incomplete pass. So, it will be a 3-and-out for Ole Miss. Like I said, I do believe he's still inside the tackle box. So, I think this is a conversation right now. I don't think they're going to throw a flag, though. So, it'll be 4th down 4. So 13:52 left to go in the first quarter. Still plenty of time, obviously. But, oh, no, they did call it. Okay, they did call it intentional grounding. So it is going to be 4th down and 17. So that's negatively impacts the punter. And not a great punt, but it was a return to the 36-yard line. So first down 10 from 36-yard line for Miami. Let's see what Carson Beck can do. Obviously, Carson Beck, former Georgia QB, has played Ole Miss. Let's see. I think he only played Ole Miss once. I'm pretty sure. He's only played Ole Miss once. But, anyways, I am not that confident with Carson Beck. But against this Ole Miss defense that's been hit or miss at times, I believe more so the playmakers instead of him himself. So first down, 10 from the 36-yard line. Carson Beck going to be in pistol formation with Fletcher behind him. Going to send Tony into motion. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to size the defender, size another defender. Great job there by Fletcher. Gets up to about the 41-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5. Yeah, great job there by Fletcher by avoiding the instant pressure that I was trying to see who that was that got the pressure, but I couldn't tell by the jersey number because he was like laying on his side. But anyways, second down and 5. Carson Beck shotgun formation. Looks like, is he to his right or to his left? To his right. Fletcher to his right. Bunch to the left. Sent zero to motion. Drops back a pass. Quick throw to zero. Who's going to get up to the 45? Holy crap. Absolute massive stiff arm there for number 0. That's going to be a first down 10. Gain about 8 yards, by the way. First down 10 for Miami. I mean, he just like full on. I'm remembering back to like Auburn. Full on Sandy Coates, like stiff armed. I can't remember who he stiff armed. That was Texas A&M. I always remember that, just like actually stiff arm a person into the ground. Anyways, first down 10 for Miami. Carson Beck going to be in shotgun formation. Fletcher to his left. Going to be a play action pass, and they're bringing blitz, and he's going to throw a floater, and unfortunately, it's to the left of Tony. Tony was open to the left of him, just missed him. Second down 10. Will Rams football beat Panthers? See, I am conflicted. On one hand, I'm a Panthers fan, obviously, but I don't want to be unbiased. But I do think that I'll talk about it more, especially when we have like more time off. So probably like at the next commercial break, what my prediction is. But I still feel confident. I won't give you the full prediction just yet, though. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to try the middle of the field, gets about 3-ish yards. It'll be third down 7 from about the 49, 48-yard line. Depends on the spot. So third and long. Let's see what Carson Beck can do. 12-14 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0, obviously. But past midfield. So it's third down and 8. They only gave him 2 yards. Carson Beck, shotgun formation, bunch to the left with Fletcher to his right. From the 49. Drops back a pass, only rushing 3, gets some pressure, is going to roll, is going to actually try to run, and almost got the first down. He's going to be about a yard short, about a yard and a half. So it'll be 4th and a yard and a half. Looks like Miami's going to go for it, which I definitely would too. Got to be aggressive in this point in time. 11:30 left to go in the first quarter. Looks like they're bringing the big boys in. Come on, Ole Miss, get a stop here. Their last 3 games, Miami's with 3 for 3 on 4th downs. Pistol formation with Fletcher behind him. Looks like 3 tight ends to the left in a bunch formation with Tony out wide. Going to be Hampton Fletcher, who is going to be second effort, gets the first down all the way up to about the 40-yard line. Great job there by Fletcher. And I think, is that an Ole Miss player down? I couldn't tell if there's an Ole Miss player down, but great job there by Fletcher. Second effort, and also great job there by the right tackle. I mean, is that Moaga? Not Moaga. Malagoa. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Malagoa. Who actually gets great penetration. Yep, it is great penetration. He just kind of like carries Fletcher. He's like, all right, make sure you get over there. But yes, there is an Ole Miss player that is down. He is heavy breathing, number 44. So it is a first down, but we're having a little bit of a timeout since that number 44 is down on the ground. Will Bears football beat Packers? So Bears-Packers have been very close this season. Obviously, Packers on the downward spiral. I think they've lost either 4 or 5 in a row. Because the fact the Packers have been kind of resting their starters, and because this is the first true test with how can Caleb perform in the playoffs, so like you're trying to like a measuring stick, I'm going to go with the Bears. I think it's going to be a good, close game. I think it'll be more of a defensive kind of game. But this is also a game where they don't have Micah Parsons for the Packers, and they haven't had Tucker Craft for quite some time. And there's been other people who are coming back from injury, but how impactful will they be comeback from injury. So I would still go with the Bears, mainly because, like I said, they've shown to be. Yes, they did lose to they are lose two in a row, but they lost to the 49ers, who I think offensively, besides like getting pressure on the interior, then losing Trent Williams definitely impacted that Seahawks game. And then also losing to the Lions, who the Lions have just had so many injuries that really impacted their season. But they're a really great team too. So I would go with the Bears. I don't know how far the Bears will actually be able to go in the playoffs, but even if the Bears only win this game, it will still be a great season because not only did you make the playoffs, but the last time that you got even close to the Super Bowl, you lost to, unfortunately, you lost to the Packers, and now your new quarterback, your new head coach makes the playoffs, and their first opponent is the Packers, and you have to win. It'll be amazing for the Bears if that's the case. Since we're out of TV time, I guess we'll talk a little bit about the Panthers thing. Um, I really, really want the Panthers to win, obviously, and I think that there are some factors that aren't being really taken into account for the previous time that the Panthers and Rams played. Yes, I'm sure that Sean McVay is going to look at the tape and change some stuff and what worked, what didn't work. However, he's also going against a defense that didn't have four starters in there. Like Turk Wharton is coming back. J.C. Horn didn't play because he was hurt. Trevon Moehrig was also suspended for a game, and then I'm trying to remember who else was there was another person that was gone, but still it's technically kind of a different defense. Going to be Hamster running back who's going to get about 4 yards there, second down 6 from the 36. So like I said, I would say that I'm hoping the Panthers win. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win because obviously I want my Panthers to win. But I think that the fact that Dotson is out, the guard, I think it's either right guard or left guard for the Rams, is going to be hugely impactful because Derrick Brown's going to try to get after Matt Stafford. So I'm going to go with the Panthers, obviously. But let's get back to this game. Second down and 5, actually, not second down 6. Second down 5, shotgun formation from the 35-yard line. Quick throw to Tony. He's got a little tunnel screen. He's going to go basically into the defender, but he gets close to first down. Great little second effort there by Tony. It's going to be third down and about 1 from the 31-yard line. And then quickly for the Jaguars, Bills. Bills, top run game. Jaguars, best run defense. So best on best. Jaguars are one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs. As much as I want the Bills to win, I'm probably going to pick the Jaguars just because I think it's a safer bet. But it would not surprise me if somehow, some way, Josh Allen's able to find a way to win with as bad as defense is. Because his defense is also riddled with injuries, but also has just not lived up to what it needs to be. So I'm going to go with Jaguars probably by about either 5 or 6. Going to be a play action pass, and he's going to just dump it off to the running back, who is going to be first down 10 from about the 24-yard line, I believe. And I think that was a flag was thrown. I just saw the ref reach into his belt, but great job there by the running back. Number 3 tries to knock him down, but he just basically hurdles him. Got to hurdle the low hit. And so it's a first down 10 from about the 20, I think it's at the 24? No, 26-yard line. First down 10, 8:35 would go the first quarter. Carson Beck in pistol formation. Fletcher behind him. Going to send Tony in motion over to the right. And going to be Hampton Fletcher. He's going to try the middle. He's going to get up to the 25, down to the 23-yard line. First down 10. Second down and about 6 or 5. Well, Houston Texans going to beat the Steelers. I feel inclined to believe that the fact that as much as I would love to see Rodgers, win a playoff game for the Steelers, it'd be kind of cool. The Texas defense is really staying good. Yes, they had some problems against some opponents the last couple of games, but in my mind, this pass was going to get after Rodgers and make life a little bit difficult for the Steelers. So close game. I would probably say win by either 3 or 4, but Texans do get the win in Pittsburgh. So I would say more than likely Houston makes it. But a nice little game there by Fletcher. He's going to get about 4-ish yards. We third down about 1, 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, like I said, I think there might be some upsets in the wild card, but do I think it's like upset wild card weekend? No, I think there might be just maybe two. Actually, third down three. Sorry about that. Third down three, and going wildcat formation. It's more so third down two. Malachi Tony wildcat going to be a keep Bob Malachi Tony. That's a terrible play. Loses a yard. What do we? I mean, I'm okay with Miami doing a dumb call, but it's more so just odd. So they go empty set on a third down and three and try to just do a QB power kind of with Malachi Tony. I just don't understand the thought process, Dawson. I really don't. Like you've been running fine with Fletcher. Why don't you just run Fletcher again? But anyways, Carter Davis on for the 38-yard field goal attempt. And kick is up. Kick is good. So 3-0, 6:22 left to go in the first quarter. Miami does drop down the field. A little bit of a questionable third down call, but they do take the early lead. Let's see if Ole Miss can respond. Will Chargers football? Yeah, goodness gracious. Will Chargers football going to be the Patriots or not? If, and this is a huge if the Chargers offensive line, especially the interior, can find it in their heart of hearts to give Justin Herbert a chance, then yes. I don't think they will. I would be very surprised if Justin Herbert doesn't get sacked about 4 times this game. As much as I don't really like the edge rushers for the Patriots, their interior gets a lot of pressure, especially like Milton Williams. Um, and in my mind, I think that it's going to cause a little bit of problems for Justin Herbert. Now, I will say this. That defense for the Chargers is going to cause a whole lot of issues for Drake May. I think Drake May obviously had MVP season, obviously great. I will say outside of, I think the only defense that I've really seen that Drake May like kind of struggled against, I can't remember who it was that I looked it up, but Drake May's had a really great season, really great sophomore season, but he hasn't been challenged like he has like with the Chargers will. I think that Jesse Minter is a great defensive mind. I think he's going to be able to kind of confuse Drake May. So I think Drake May is going to make some mistakes. However, I just can't trust the offensive line for the Chargers. So I think the Patriots win. I think it'll be an ugly win. I think it will be an ugly win, but it will be unfortunately the same exact time that Justin Herbert cannot win a playoff game. He'll be waiting and waiting and waiting to finally win his playoff game, maybe next year. I think it'll be a great game though. Like I said, I think like the fact that both defenses' strengths really like go into the fact that both these offensive lines are horrid. Like if it wasn't for Will Campbell going down, like maybe the offensive line for the Patriots can still hold up. But like since he's been down, it's still been downhill. Especially along the interior. Like both Justin Herbert and also Drake May's offensive lines are terrible. So it's going to be a defensive-minded kind of game. I think that the Patriots' offense I feel a little more confident with because of some of the weapons that they do have. With like Henderson, his home run ability, and Diggs every now and then. Every now and then Diggs can show up. Even though he's been a little bit of a distraction for the team, unfortunately. But I'll go with Patriots. I like Drake May's ascension, and I think this will be a good test for him. And then obviously in the division, I don't think he'll win, but I think for the wild card he does. And then the last one, the Eagles versus the 49ers. Eagles versus 49ers. I'm waiting to give my official decree of who's going to win or not based on injuries because these are both very, very injured teams at specific places, especially Trent Williams for the 49ers. And in my mind, if Trent Williams is not playing, then I don't feel great about the 49ers' chances. If Trent Williams is playing, I do feel pretty good. But if not, I think the pressure is going to get to Brock Purdy. and I trust the Eagles' defense a little bit more. Don't trust their offense at all. Offense is in shambles against a defense for the 49ers that can every now and then show up, but for the most part can't. Also, I just want to make a comment about this. Why in the world did we have a TV timeout and then we had a kickoff and now we have another TV timeout? What are we doing, ESPN? Are you just like, oh, we have so many people who are watching our um, college football playoff, we want to have so many ads? This is ridiculous. This is a little ridiculous. Just saying. If I was at the game and I had to wait, and then all of a sudden they just kicked the ball off, and then I had to wait some more, I would be a little ticked off as well. But for the Eagles 49ers, right now I'm leaning Eagles. Um, but if Trent Williams is playing, then I might be swayed to the 49ers. Mainly because of the fact, like, yes, 49ers defense every now and then has kind of stepped up. Especially, like I said, against Seahawks, but then again, some has been Sam Darnold's kind of been sucking the last couple of, well, really the last game. And outside that Rams comeback, in my mind, uh, 49ers offense, yes, been kind of going, like, definitely, like I said, been on a roll. Interior pressure from Seattle has been huge, or the reason why they were, like, having some problems. Also, the fact that people like Derek Hall, people like Boye Mafe going against a backup left tackle definitely hurt San Francisco. And if I'm looking at Josh Hunt and Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, I feel confident the defensive line for the Eagles is going to make it pretty hard for Brock Purdy. So I think it's the difference in the game. When you get pressure on Brock Purdy, maybe either forcing mistakes or forcing three and outs, and you're just hoping and praying that Patullo can just put something competent together. How much he can, I don't know. It would be. I would probably bet my life savings, which is not a lot. I'm still relatively young, but I'd probably put my life savings on the fact that Patullo's not going to be back. I can pretty much guarantee that Patullo will be looking for another job. Who is the Broncos football playing, and who is Seahawks football playing? Something like, who do I think that they'll be playing in the division round? Because I mean, they have the bye right now. Based upon my predictions, um, Seahawks either playing. I mean, because like I said, I'm hoping the Panthers win. So either the Panthers or potentially 49ers, depending on how the Eagles, how the Panthers game's going. I just don't feel very confident with the Packers. Broncos, I'm more so leaning Texans. I just don't feel great about the Bills coming into the playoffs, and Chargers is just what could have been kind of season. So I'm gonna go more so Broncos versus Texans, which would be a very very fun matchup. Well, more defensive minded matchup, but still. First down, 10 to 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Chambliss is going to check it down to his running back, Lacey, who's going to shake one tackle off, shake a couple tackles off, but unfortunately gets kind of like, three or four guys on him. He gets about 3 yards there. It should be second down 7, 6:07 left to go in the first quarter. So 3-0. But, yeah, like I said, based on my predictions, that's who I think that could potentially be playing them. All right, so from the 28-yard line, and that should be a false start, absolutely. What? Okay, Lacey should have got a call for a false start. Keep in mind, Chambliss is going to try the right side. Stiff arms the dude, but unfortunately only gets like maybe half a yard. Maybe. So it'll be third down and about 6. So that should have definitely been a false start. But we're fine. We're good. But Lacey definitely got away with it. Empty set for Chambliss. Got trips to the left from the 29-yard line. Looks like they're going to bring a nickel blitz, and they do. Drops back a pass, throws into the blitz, and unfortunately incomplete pass. Fourth down and 6. That's Keontae Scott, obviously. What down should I not Keontae Scott? My bad. It's number 6 instead of number 0. So another 3 and out for Ole Miss. Who did I pick? So the director, I in fact picked Ole Miss to win. I am hoping that I'm correct. I had what's Keontae Scott that did get the hit and also the was on blitz. I did pick Ole Miss to win. Punt, and a decent one at that. Kind of got up at the 20-something yard line. But I picked Ole Miss to win. As you can see, I'm trying to wear somewhat close colors, but it's not really exactly. It's more like the powdered blue. Um, and I have a bet with Emmanuel, who, like I said, he's a Falcons fan, and we had a bet that if Ole Miss won as a Falcons fan when he watches the Panthers-Rams playoff game, he can't say anything bad about the Panthers. And if Miami wins, then unfortunately I have to buy a Miami shirt. And more than likely because of how I looked at Amazon and see when I would more likely get it in, I would have to wear it for the national championship game. So I'd have to wear it for the national championship game. That's when it would come in either Monday or Tuesday. So, but yeah. I'm pulling for Oregon football. Hope that the Oregon Ducks football will beat Indiana tomorrow. I think it's a possibility. Obviously, it's hard to beat beat a team twice. Now, granted, Indiana did go on the road to beat Oregon, but both these teams going on a great run since that time. I mean, obviously, Indiana's an undefeated team. I'm very eager to see if Indiana can replicate what they did against Oregon last time, which was very much limit the run game, which put a lot of pressure on Dante Moore. And I think if that happened second time around, we saw that, yes, as great as your defense did against Texas Tech's offense compared to Indiana's offense, not even close. So I'm going more so Indiana. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a great game, though. Like I said, I think both these games will be great games. So far, like I said, unfortunately, Ole Miss has had 2 straight 3-and-outs. But I'm hoping that eventually they'll wake up. And like I said, I think they can play a lot more out structure, especially with Trent Chambliss and the creativity that he can create with his legs. I think they're trying to play a little more in structure because they don't want to have Chambliss accidentally get ran down by Bain and potentially if he gets rolled up and then the game's pretty much over. But anyways, I'm hoping that Ole Miss kind of shows a little bit more fight on offense because so far it's not been the best. But anyways, what was I saying? Shoot. Oh yeah, but like I said, I think Indiana's going to win. I'm okay with either one of them. If Indiana makes the national championship game, it'll probably be one of the best runs that we've seen as far as just team going from absolute just trash to making it all the way to the national championship game. That they're one game away from becoming not only national champions for the first time in program history, but complete one of the biggest turnarounds we've ever seen in any program's history, and solidify Kurt Cignetti as what most people are claiming as the next Nick Saban. Obviously, I think that's a little bit too high praise so soon. Let's wait a little bit, but obviously him being from the Saban tree definitely helps build up that moniker, I guess is the best way to put it. 5:11 left to go in the first quarter. First down 10 for the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation going to be a handoff to the left side. It's got a little bit of hole up to the 30. Down to the 31-yard line. Nice gain there by 8 yards. Second down and 2 for Miami. Who are your top 5 favorite Panthers of all time? Oh, I got to think about that for a second there, Director. I'll come back to that one in a second. Hello there, Daniel. How you doing? Obviously, there's top 3 of my time as a young Panthers fan with Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, and Cam in no particular order. Going to be a little screen action to the tight end up to the 35 to the 36, maybe a 37-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. The other 2 spots, I mean, it's obviously, are we talking about people that I've watched, or are we talking about just Panthers in general? Because I didn't get to watch Sam Mills because obviously I was too young. I mean, I was 3 when he died, and I've become a Panther fan since 2010. Early on, I also say Steve Smith. He's definitely top 5 as well because he's really helped me become a big Panthers fan because, like I said, just his mentality. Let me think about number 5 in a second. Shotgun formation, run back to his left, bunch to the left, fakes the pitch, and throws across the middle. Great grab by Malachi Tony. I mean, holy crap, great hit by Ole Miss, but unfortunately it was a flag, and also I think that's, is that Cole? I think that is. It's the DB number 20, I think number 26, 28. He's the one who hit Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony had to be rushed off of the field, be checked on. But yeah, it was a huge hit. Targeting? Yep, targeting. So checking to see if that's going to be targeting or not. My number 29. He basically tried to lay a boom on Malachi Tony. Kind of paid the price for it. Let's see here. It's the side of the helmet. I don't. Let's see here. No, I think that's gonna be targeting. I think it's gonna be targeting. And then I say the last of my top five Panthers of all time. I'm just gonna be sticking to people that I watched. So it's got to be Julius Peppers, just because of the fact that yes, in my time as a Panthers fan, he was only Panther for 2 years. But seeing the ageless wonder that is Julius Peppers, seeing what he meant to a lot of Panthers fans before me, and also seeing him still be a huge presence even at as old as he was, because he was like, oh gosh, how old was Julius Peppers when he came in 2017, 2018? He was drafted in 2001, 2002. 16 years. So he's about like 37, 38 years old. Like, Julius Peppers was an absolute dog at old age. So, overturned. Ooh, really? All right, well, I initially thought I had the side of the helmet, but, I mean, I thought that they're probably going to call it, but, hey, this is not going to be targeting. Um, but, so both players are in the medical tent to be checked for concussions, which is smart. I'll give credit due to Miami and Ole Miss to make sure to take care of your players. But yeah, I would say Julius Peppers, old man strength, and he just look at the clip of Saquon Barkley talking about Julius Peppers, and just see how amazing that dude was, even as old of age he was. I think he had like 7 or 8 sacks, even at age like 37, 38. Like he was absolutely amazing. But anyways, first down 10 from the 49-yard line, 3:35 in the first quarter. Pistol formation, going to be a handoff to the left side, who is going to try to sidestep. He is up to the 45 to the 40, and there's a flag that was thrown. Yes, he got to the 30-yard line, but more than likely to be pushed back for a flag. And number 7 looks like he's upset too, so I think it's gonna be a hold. Gonna push him back. Yep, holding on Miami. So we'll still be first down, but a little bit further back. Oh, that's nice. A&W. Got me some root beer. Got me some sweet tea. Kind of make this. Let's see here. Yeah. He was holding on number 6. It's a tight end. The director. How much did you hate Bryce Young in college when he was playing for Alabama? Since you're an Auburn fan. I'll talk about that in a second. Right now it's first down 16, 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, run back to his right. Drops back a pass, throws to be a little screen, and it's going to be tackled for about a 2-yard gain. Second down and about 14. Here's the thing about Bryce Young. Okay, I respect ball players. I respect when a player can go out there and carry a team. And as much as I hated what Bryce did in the Iron Bowl, 2021 Iron Bowl, I respected him way more, and he was probably my favorite Bama quarterback because of the fact that, yes, he went to Bama. Yes, he still had some weapons, but he had nowhere near as the weapons that other like Tua had, or for sure Mac Jones had. So, drop back to pass, and I'll talk about more in a second. Going to scramble, going to throw behind him, and that's going to be a backwards pass. So Fletcher gets to the 50 and then gets down to the 48. Great job there by Fletcher, but trying to make something out of nothing, because Carson Beck was just like, I'm just going to sling it back there. So it's third down and long at about the 48-yard line, but yeah, he steps in the pocket. Looks like he's going to scramble. He's like, no, what? No, I'm going to throw like 4 yards behind me. Well, actually about 2 yards behind him. And then Fletcher, nice reaction by him, because he's like behind him and picks it up and try to get some kind of yards out of it. So from the 48-yard line, shotgun formation, trips to the right, Fletcher to his left. 140, left to go first. That's a false start. False start in the left tackle. Flinched just a little bit. So it'll still be third and forever. But I'll talk a little more about Bryce in a second. To not forget about your question there, Dobie. Dobie, sorry, to the director. I answered a little more, but let's see here if by some miraculous play that on 3rd and 14, Miami can get this. More than likely, it's supposed to be a screen. Come on, Ole Miss. 1:18 left to go in the first quarter. Play clock at 7. They gotta hurry up. Bunch to the right, run back to his left. Play clock at 2, 1, barely got snap off. Hand the ball off to Fletcher, who gets gobbled up by the defensive line. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm very sorry about that. It was only for a 1 yard gain for a little, basically kind of like a draw. Fourth down and forever, so I can talk about it now. This is going to be punt. But seeing Bama Bryce come alive and basically one of his first games against Texas, where he basically just carried Alabama to a win against Texas, and in Texas because they were just doing horrible that game. Seeing who he had, so like I said, he didn't have like the Jerry Jeudy's or the Henry Ruggs, but back when Henry Ruggs was really good. And like a lot of other weapons, like he had Mechie, like I said, in college. Unfortunately, will be immortalized in college because of the fact of that 2-point conversion in the Iron Bowl. Very, very shifty wide receiver. Unfortunately for him, like has not been able to work out in the NFL. Some of it has to do with unfortunately him getting cancer and trying to come back from that. And then Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams, amazing wide receiver for sure. But like, are you really comparing Jameson Williams to like the other amazing wide receivers that Bama had? And then he had Brian Robinson his first year, and then he had Jahmyr Gibbs second. So like he had some weapons for sure, but like nowhere near like what some other people have had. First down, 10 to the 20-yard line, handoff to the running back because up to the 20, down by the 22. Nice little drag down there for number 1, and it's be second down 8. But like I said, I just couldn't hate Bryce because of how he played. Like he wasn't like someone who just like got carried by other people. He's the one who definitely like helped carry that Bama team. That's an easy offside penalty. Number 11 just put his hands on center, which is like So it's gonna be the end of the first quarter. So I'm not really going to really commentate, but it's offsides penalty. So second down about 3 when we come back. But yeah, so I unfortunately was not at the 2021 Iron Bowl. I could have been. I was a Auburn student during that time. I had a ticket, and then for some odd reason, we didn't realize until later. Wait, is this not going to go to the first quarter? Maybe not. All right. No, it is. There we go. All right, so it is going to be the end of the first quarter, still 3-0. It will be second down and 3 from about the 27-yard line when we come back. But I did not go to the game because of the fact that for some odd reason, we didn't realize that when we booked going to go see my family, my aunt in Virginia, that it would be the same exact weekend as the Iron Bowl. I don't know how we didn't think of it. We didn't think of it until later, and I was like, well, I can sell my ticket. So I have I have an Alabama fan who's not a student, and technically what we did was not okay, where I basically just switched our Apple ID on each phone so that he could use his phone to get in, because that's how the Auburn student ticket used to be, through your Apple ID. Obviously not supposed to do that, but made it easier transition. Sold it for $80, so like he got an $80 student ticket to be like right up and close and personal for the Iron Bowl compared to like what they were going for, was like $200 something. So I made a little bit of a deal, but still got money, basically paid for my season tickets as a student. And he had the time of his life, and I had to sit there and watch him. Like, well, I'm not. For most of that game, I was like very upset that I didn't go to the game. But by the end of it, I was like, I would have been heartbroken. So I feel better that I wasn't at the game. Still upset about how it ended. If only Bo Nix had got hurt that year. We had freaking T.J. Lindsey. Anyways, but yes, I still do like Bama, so I've grown to love them even more as a Panthers fan. Um, I is that the person? I don't. Parker, is that the person that? Hold on, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure. I don't know that much about him, though. To be honest, I really don't know that much about him. I have not kept up a lot with the transfer portal, unfortunately, mainly because I have been busy with work. So the people that I've wanted Auburn to get, Auburn has relatively gotten. I'm really excited about Cody Singler. I really liked him from Arkansas State, so I'm very glad about that. But outside of people who Auburn's actually looking for, I have not really paid attention to. So I do not know if I like him or not, unfortunately. I will say this. I have to go in a second. I got to go to the bathroom. Um, Probably should not have dominoes, and now that's kind of hurt me now. But since it's the first quarter, I'm just going to go and make it kind of quick. All right, so we'll come back in a second. Oh, shoot. The game's coming on. All right, now I got to wait. I got to wait for the next commercial break because I did not go when to answer the questions. And then now we're into the first quarter break. I'll wait a second to be fine. All right, so first down 10. Second down 3 for Ole Miss. Down 3-0. Been interesting to say the least. First quarter. Let's see if Ole Miss can finally get a first down. From the 27-yard line, shotgun formation, run back to his right. Excuse me. And a high snap, a hands off to Lacey. 30, 35, 40. And he is gone. Well, it's been a great job. Oh, actually, I was going to almost get chased down. He realized he almost got chased down. Lacey for what was that? A 70, 23 yard, no, 27 yard line. A 73-yard touchdown run. Keywan Lacey. Um, Thank you, Lacey, for not making me have to wait that long. And I said first down. Just one play, just gone. Absolutely gone. Great job there by the offensive line, creating a nice hole for him to run in. And he almost got hawked down, so that would not have been nice for Lacey. But yeah, so definitely changes a whole lot in this game. Um, Extra point is going to be up and good. 7-3, 14:50 left to go in the second quarter. What was pretty much at one point with the first quarter. How about this? First quarter, all Miami. Second quarter so far, all Ole Miss. Yeah, one bad angle by the safety and it was gone. But he almost did get hawked down though. That I did not put that have that on my bingo card. I'm gonna say a 73-yard touchdown run by Tyron Lacey. But hey, go. I don't want to say what their actual are. Let's just say go Shark Bear Squirrels because they don't know what their mascot is anymore. Are we going back to commercial break? Maybe because I might be having enough time just to go. No. All right. Well, 14 feet left to go in the second quarter, and now we have Ole Miss up 7-3. 24 touchdowns in the regular season. Kind of crazy about Lacey, but yeah, he's had an incredible season. And kick us away, and it's going to be for a touchback. Yep. So first down 10 with 25-yard line for Old Miami. Let's see what they can do here. If you could redo the draft, would you want Bryce Young or CJ Stroud? So even back then, I had 1A, 1B. Initially, I was all Bryce. And then when we hired Frank Reich, and we hired Frank Reich, and we were making the move to get to number one, and so it was a chance for us to get a QB. So outside of like what the parents would get, but like just like how the rankings had Bryce and CJ both 1A, 1B. didn't think we had a chance of getting them. This is quick. Hold a second. Throw out to the right, and that's going to be caught, and it's going to be a gain of about 7 yards. Second down 3 for Miami. I'll talk about it in a second. Second down 3. But yeah, there's a little bit of a story to how I feel about Bryce and CJ and how I would feel about them right here, right now. Because both of them have very different NFL careers so far. Second down 3. Looks like going to be in shotgun formation with Fletcher to his right. Going to send Tony into motion. Going to be a blitz from the linebacker, but a great pickup. And Fletcher, oh my gosh, just runs over Kite. Antonio Kite, the former Auburn corner, has had a decent season for Ole Miss. Got absolutely run over by Fletcher for about a 7 to 8 yard gain. First down 10 for Miami, just right here. Douche! Just runs right over him. That's about I think the 40 or the 45. I think it's the 45. It just barrels over him. No, from the 43. Sorry. Pistol formation. Tied into his left and sent Tony to motion. Going to be a play action pass. Got plenty of talent. Rushing 3. And that should be a pass interference, yes. I think it's a linebacker on Fletcher. He just basically just manhandled him. Like, it's just dumb decision. Or is that Perkins? No, it's Perkins. Yeah, Perkins. Unfortunately, just you can't do that, bud. You can't just manhandle the running back in pass coverage. I know you're normal. Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna play hook zone, and then he gets there way too early, and it's like, yeah, no, that's you can't do that to a wide receiver, running back there, bud. So it's gonna be first down 10 for Miami. It's just like, eh. So first down 10 from about the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Going to be a screen action, and ooh, that was kind of close. Try to get that to Micah Tony, but a bad pass by Carson Beck that could have been picked off. Second down 10, 13-26. Let's go to second quarter. Good Lord, number 1 got blew up. It probably wouldn't have been that great of a play either anyway, because number 2 is absolutely manhandled number 1. There are some people's names I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I haven't scouted a lot of these people. Obviously, Tony and Fletcher and whatnot, but shotgun formation, drops back a pass, throws, and that's going to be a great catch because it's behind him, and a first down for Miami. Again, Carson Beck, you got to get better, dude. Like, you got to calm yourself down. Like, he threw way behind number 3, a stop on a dime and catch by his fingertips. I mean, great grab. Really great grab. He's like turning around and having a catch like this. So great grab over number 3, and he gets the first down. First down 10 for the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation, running back to his right, tight end to his right. That's the number 1 in the motion up to the right. Whole lot of right. Rolls out to his right, trying to avoid the pressure. Takes a deep shot, and he is way overthrown Malachi Tony. Would have been out of bounds anyways. Okay, Carson. I can't really defend you that much. And then in a short little bit, kind of make it kind of simple with the Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. CJ in his Ohio State game really helped elevate him for me. I saw him as more of like a Jared Goff kind of thing. I don't like to do player comparisons, but as far as like poise and as far as like his really great accuracy, I loved CJ Stroud. I was going to be fine with either one of them once we traded up for the first overall pick. But I love that we got Bryce Young. Going to be a keeper by Carson Beck up to the 40, down to about the 39-yard line. Gained about 3 yards there. Third down 7. And then lastly, kind of think about Bryce Young and C. Stroud in the NFL. Obviously, C. Stroud has an amazing rookie season, which cultivated in a terrible season for Bryce Young, who did technically get the win against C. Stroud in the regular season. Actually went to that game. But right now, it's like C. Stroud's kind of taking a little bit of a hit, but still being great. Bryce Young has been ascending, and I think they're basically on the same exact bar. I will still take Bryce Young because I just love Bryce Young's ability to be able to create out of nothing, and you'll be able to see it in full view, especially like some of the wins we've had where he's saying the youngest to have 12 game-winning drives, like in his 3-year career, and like we haven't won that many games, but most of them have been game-winning drives by him. Like we haven't been the best team. Yes, he's had some bad games for sure, but like he has shown, especially if we're able to get like great people around him, I really feel confident like in those moments he's going to step up. Also, Lofton, the tight end, had a great grab for a first down, but actually got absolutely wrecked by a safety. Still first down, but still from the 24-yard line. That's either a fumble or a false start. So are we calling false start? Or are we calling fumble? What are we doing? Because there was some movement, then there was a snap, and Carson Beck wasn't ready for it. And then it was all mayhem. Uh, is Ty Simpson still quarterback for Alabama? No, he is declared for the NFL draft. Ty Simpson must have been told something that he is still seen as QB3 and possibly a late first round pick. Because otherwise, I would have thought that Ty Simpson would have come back. But he must have been told something like, hey, you're going to be taken in the first round. If you're there for us, we're going to take you. Like, he had to have that, like, I feel like he had to have that kind of, like, talk of, like, somebody that's going to want to sit him, still going to get developed, but in the NFL, and he still get the money, because otherwise, why would you want to stay in college to get developed when, granted, Ty Simpson started off in the season as my QB1 because as much as, he has had a up and down season, and I don't feel great about his quarterback draft, there has been some throws that Ty Simpson has made that I'm like, that is an NFL throw. That kind of window, that small window that's going to be in the NFL, he can hit that. He has the confidence, he has the poise, and you can see like in this fact like he caused a lot of audibles, that kind of stuff, like his maturity and his ability to be able to diagnose defenses. However, he still has some turnover problems that need to be fixed. And there's some other things that need to be fixed, obviously. Like, he only has 1 year starting. But I think if you're an NFL team, like, let's just say you're the Rams. And you have a first-round pick that more than likely they're going to go with, like, a cornerback. But, huge but if you're, like, near the end of the first round and you have a second-round pick with the Rams, you're like, okay, let's see here. Can I mortgage my future on this guy? Maybe. But do you want to? I don't know. Like, are they going to try to trade up, try to get that fifth-year option on him? I don't know. I just feel like if Ty Simpson goes to a great offensive mind that sits behind a veteran QB like a Matthew Stafford or something like that for like a year, with the talent that he has, I think that's be the best situation for him. Obviously, it's the best situation for a whole lot of QBs. But, like, I think he can work. Does he work for everybody? No. I mean, Tyson definitely does not work for everybody. But I think there are certain instances where I can see that Ty Simpson can work out in the NFL. But I'll be waiting to see where some of these movements are made, and do a little more digging into all three of the top guys, because I don't really feel caught about some of the other guys in the NFL draft. And there's also some people who haven't declared just yet. So, all right, from the 24-yard line, this is first down 10. Carson Beck in pistol formation. Going to send Malachi Tony into motion. Going to be a handoff for the running back, who is going to get up to about the 21-yard line. So gain about 3 yards there. Second down 7. Do I like Austin Mack? I think he has potential. Obviously, I think that Bama fans more so worried about Keelan Russell. They want him to start. He's the future guy. So it'll be an interesting QB battle between him, Austin Mack, and Keelan Russell. Unless Austin Mack transfers, I don't think he did. But I don't feel that confident with Austin Mack. But like I said, wait until he actually shows like more and more promise if he does start the season. Draws back to pass, throws for the end zone, and great deflection by number 2. Doesn't even put hands on Tony, just kind of watches his eyes and just knocks it away. Third down 6. 10:42. Let's go to the 10:42. Let's go in the second quarter. I got tongue-tied. Goodness gracious. But I don't know shit about Austin Mack. We got to check and see him if he doesn't get the starting job. It's going to be a very different Alabama team, a lot of transfers, a lot of people who are going pro. So it'll be very interesting to see how this thing is going. From the 21-yard line, shotgun formation, run back to his left. Um, Crowd in the line, Ole Miss, who dropped into coverage, gets the pressure, and going to check it down. Great. Oh, he shook the tackle. Malachi Tony somehow, some way, got the first down. Got some grass in his helmet, but it should have been like only for a 1 yard gain. He had it wrapped up, and then Malachi Tony just finds a way to get away. I mean, he only had like a leg. He had the leg, should have gotten the thigh, but that's Perkins who unfortunately let go of that leg. Yeah, he just kind of hold on to the legs like, oh, well, hopefully somebody gonna help out. And then Tony is like as a freshman, dude. Like I can't wait for him to be a junior, dude. Like when Pete Gold just take off. Yeah, I know. It's third down. You should have got stopped. From the 13-yard line. Going to be pistol formation. Probably run right here. Yep, going to hand off to Fletcher, who's going to try to mill that defense and gets a nice push. Gets about the 7-yard line. So gain there about 6 yards. Second down 4. Yeah, Tony, dude, like, Tony is something else. He doesn't look the biggest, but, like, dude obviously is super duper strong. Dude is also, like, an absolute baller, very shifty as well, will do it all for you. Like, I'm excited to see him grow more. Like I said, I think he's still, is he only 18 years old, I think? Because, like, I think he just recently turned 18. Like, he's gonna be a baller in the next couple years. Hand out to Fletcher. Unfortunately, doesn't run into his lineman. Might have got a first down, if not. But he does get about 3 yards there. It's third down to 1. Austin Simmons is the new quarterback for my team, Missouri Tigers. Yes, he is. That one is interesting. Also, y'all got Missouri also got who was it from Auburn? Was that Horatio Fields? I think you also got Horatio Fields. That dude unfortunately got hurt, but he was good for a little bit for Auburn. And then he got hurt, unfortunately. That Perry Thompson couldn't live up to what we needed him to be. Then he actually transferred to Minnesota. So from the 5-yard line, third down 2, shotgun formation, going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to try to sidestep, and he's going to barrel through Ole Miss's defense to get the first down all the way down to the 1-yard line. He just absolutely popped somebody. I don't know who it was. He popped him. Goodness. First and goal from like the 1. Happy New Year there, Luke. Things are looking up on a lot of different fronts, honestly, in my life. I feel very blessed. I feel absolutely blessed. 8:05, we're going to second quarter, first and goal. Fletcher, come on. Fletcher's gotten you down there. Let him get the touchdown. They're like, nah, we're just going to let Carson Beck probably QB sneak this one in. No, probably not. But Carson Beck under center, I formation. Going to be a handoff, and he slips and falls. Did he get stepped on? He literally stepped, and then, like, Marigoa is like, what's going on? Literally, how? No, he literally just slipped. Literally just slipped. Chris Paul's like, yeah. I mean, like, maybe you shouldn't have taken out Fletcher. You know, that could have been good. That could have been good. Who knows? So second and goal from the second or third? No, from the 4-yard line. Crap, they lost 2 yards. Hand off to the right side, and he is going to get in for the score. Great job there. Assist from the tight end. He kind of like rode over his belly to get into the end zone. But Miami takes the early lead, 9-7. Extra point makes a 3-point game with 7:09 left to go in the second quarter. He literally just like kind of like slid over the tight end, just like, I'll take you there. He's just carrying him over. That's kind of funny. So, unfortunately, Fletcher does not get a touchdown. It kind of sucks, but Miami does get a touchdown. That is an amazing image. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people taking screenshots of that one. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is indeed 10-7. Do I like Austin Simpson? Hold a second. Am I thinking of the right person? I don't think I am. Hold a second. Make sure I'm talking about the right. Thinking about the right person before I say that. Because I was thinking of Simmons. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Simpson. Oh, you're thinking of. Okay, so you meant to say. Did you mean to say Simmons? Did you mean to say Simmons? I think you said Simmons at first, right? And he is okay. Yes, yes. Okay, you meant to say Simmons. Okay, you said Simpson. I was like confused for a second, and I was like, wait, am I wrong? I think Austin Simmons obviously it sucked that he got hurt, and then Trinidad Chambers went on a little bit of run. But I think he's actually good. He's going to be great for your offense. It'll be very interesting to see him and Hardy together. I think there's potential for you. I got to look at your schedule for Missouri, but he could be really good. I will say this: I gotta go to the bathroom really bad, so I'll come back in a second. Oh, I've been sitting down for too long. Came out at a perfect time. Almost about to get to football. Uh, quick little thing. You know how you always supposed to learn your lesson after you make a mistake? Keep on forgetting my mistake, and that is don't eat Domino's because apparently it keeps on messing up my stomach, and so I feel awful. But I feel better now because I have emptied out, fortunately, a lot. Sorry about talking about poop in a football game, but I feel better now. 7-10, Ole Miss takes the field after a 73-yard touchdown run to make them actually have some semblance of offense. Literally had like -1 yard before then. Let's see what they can do without a basically Kyron Lacey kind of like leading the whole entire offense. So Ken Shamlis can actually do something. Let's see here. First down, 10 to the 25-yard line. Got waiting a long time to break. Shotgun formation, run back to his left, tight end to his left. Watch a two tight end set. Going to be a play action pass, as got sometimes. Going to check it down to the running back who's going to basically get, tiptoeing and got the first down. Oh, no. Sorry. 6-yard gain. Thought he tiptoed, was able to get the first down, but still was able to get 6 yards, though. Great job there by the running back. Kind of like evaded the tackle number 8, kind of like tiptoe, but he still stepped out of bounds. So it'll be second down and actually like 3.5. Shotgun formation, run to his right. Going to be a handoff to him, who's going to get the first number 35 down by the 38-yard line. Nice gain there of about 6 yards. It'll be first down 10 for Ole Miss. Right now they're showing Trinidad's mom. Nice to see her. Hope that she's not, a nervous wreck. Like I said, Chambliss so far, like I said, hasn't really shown a lot of scramble abilities, but like this dangerous defensive line, I'm waiting to see them really get to him. Good Lord, he got clobbered. Uh, that's gotta be a penalty. No, they almost took his. Yeah, I'm about to say that's the flag. Okay, literally that's gotta be like either hands to the face or something like that. Literally clobbered him in the face. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Yeah, no, like Scott, not Keontae Scott, but number 5 Scott. They were just like almost clotheslined during that challenge. Right as I'm talking about, like, hope she's not a nervous wreck. He literally gets clobbered in like the neck. Literally just like, yes, dude, literally clotheslined him. What are we doing, dude? Come on, Scott. Come on, come on, dude. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. I know you want to try to get to Chambers, but don't do it like that. First down 10 from the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Sends a tight end in motion up to the right. Way out wide. And drops back a pass. Throws, and that's going to be wide open to the 30 to the 27-yard line. Your first down 10 for Ole Miss. Great job there by Wallace. 6:01 left to go in the first half. So far, they're doing a lot of quick pass trying to negate this pass rush. So good strategy so far. Right now, Trinidad's kind of heating up a little bit. Empty set, going to send tight end in motion. Going to be a screen pass, number 17. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Still is only give about 2 yards, but up to the 25-yard line. So nice game there. It's going to be second down 8 for Ole Miss. Kind of go a little hurried up right now. It's still 5:33, but like I said, I guess trying to get Miami on his toes. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Not going to move him up to his right. Going to be a handoff, and he's going to basically just run to Keontae Scott. And Keontae Scott, great wrap-up tackle right there by Keontae Scott. Third down 7, 5:13. Ole Miss is in field goal range, obviously. Obviously, want a little bit more, but if you just end up tying this game, it's not going to be too bad. So, see what Ole Miss has got. Also, haven't complimented yet, but Miami's defensive coordinator, immaculate beard game. Just want to let you know right there. Gonna get up to the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, getting some pressure. Chambliss is rolling up to his right, is going to throw this one down the field and out of bounds. Nowhere to go. Fourth down 7. Oh, Chambliss is now on the ground. Well, he's up, but he just basically is on the Miami sideline. So he's up. Yeah, they brought a huge blitz. Also, great twist done by Ruben Bain. Kind of gave him to play a little bit there, though. And how was that not? Okay. I'm surprised that wasn't a penalty, but I'm glad it wasn't. But that would have been a very stupid penalty because he literally threw the ball and then he pushed him afterwards. So kind of surprised that wasn't a call penalty. But it's a 42-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up and kick is good. So again, it's be 10-10. 4:38 left to go second quarter. So great job there by Ole Miss. After two to 3 and outs, they were able to have that 73-yard touchdown run by Lacey, and then a long sustained drive. Yes, it ended in a field goal, but I'd rather see improvement of you actually having somewhat of a drive instead of just having a big old chunk play. So I'm very impressed there, Ole Miss, seeing you kind of get some more quick hitters, kind of making more Chambliss a little more comfortable, and like I said, it's not just like a one-play kind of like, oh, well, we're barely in this game. No, you're very much in this game right now. So, I feel good. I'm hoping Ole Miss still wins. Obviously, I want Ole Miss to win, one, because of the bet that I had with Emmanuel, but also I want SEC to have a chance of still potentially winning a SEC. Wants to win a national title. Even though Auburn may not win one in quite some time, we never know. But I want the SEC to defeat the Big Ten. Let's just say that. As much as I like both the Big Ten teams that are possibly going to be national champions, I'd rather not have the Big Ten win 3 in a row. Call me SEC homer all you want, but I'm still not a toxic SEC fan. So heck, there's that. But I just don't think that you could be the SEC, and if the Big Ten wins 3 in a row, especially if Indiana wins, so there's 3 traditional Big Ten teams that's won 3 in a row, regardless of what you feel about the Michigan one. It's kind of hard for SEC to still say that we are as dominant as we have been, quite some time. So, as much as I want us to be, I want us to be because, like I said, it's a great selling pitch, but things have changed over the last couple of years with NIL and everything else. I don't think I'll say this too. Let me before I go down a little rabbit hole. I think people simplify the issue. I think that people are saying that, well, the NIL is allowing all the teams to be better, and that's the reason why SEC is bad, and they're trying to simplify the issue of saying like, well, now that everybody can play the players, that's the reason why SEC is not as good. No, I think it has to do with something with the transfer portal. You're not taking that into consideration. Like before, you could just have like, if I was playing for Nick Saban and I was someone who was sitting behind like a player for 3 years, if I could just go in year one, have an amazing year, and then go in the first round while still being improved because you have by far the best coaching staff. You don't have it anymore. There's not a lot of coaches that are like that. I mean, you can maybe say that about like Kirby Smart or other players like other coaches like that, but the coaching staffs, the stacked rosters, you don't have that anymore, and you're probably not going to have that anymore. So now you have to be a lot more resourceful as far as finding diamonds in the rough, while also combining that with star players, just like you've had in the past. But key contributors at positions that maybe don't have like the biggest star or kind of stuff like that. That's gonna be huge for your team. And right now, I think the SEC is starting to see that. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the SEC is starting to see that a lot of teams got to kind of change the way they're building up rosters because a lot of people are just looking at just getting all the stars. And I think you can see right now the college football playoff that's not really how you build a team. So I'm excited to see how this upcoming season goes and the next couple of seasons goes, especially with like their transfer portal becoming what it is right now. Time possession is brutal. 19 minutes compared to 5. Good lord. First down 10 on the 25-yard line. Hands to Fletcher. Great blitz by Ole Miss. Gets number 6 free. Able to get in the backfield. Only a 1-yard gain by Fletcher. So second down 9. 4:25 to go second quarter. Still 10-10. So let's see if Ole Miss can maybe get a 3 and out here, get the ball back to Chambliss. Because, like I said, Ole Miss did start with the ball. They did start with the 3 and out. So, obviously, if you're Ole Miss, it's still fine if you're tied. But if you're able to get a lead going into halftime, and hopefully beat Goldie can make some halftime adjustments, really your offense can make halftime adjustments. Throw it to the right side, wide open to the 30, and great wrap-up tackle by number 32. Really got the little shoelaces. And it's going to be third down at about 5 for Ole Miami. I keep saying Ole, and I'm also going to say Ole Miss, but I meant to say Miami. But, yeah, he just kind of gets that shoe. Over 3 on third down conversion for Ole Miss. That makes sense. He had 2 3 and outs. I guess it makes sense, but still. 3:30 left to go second quarter. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Tony in the slot, obviously. Drops back to pass, only rushing 3. Throws, wide open. Up to the 45 and out of bounds. Great game there. Oh, a little chirping. Don't want to get a penalty for taunting now, do we? Yeah, he's wide sticking open. How did he get so... Oh, I see how he got so far open. Okay, never mind. I see how he got so far open. Basically had his back to the wide receiver and then ran a comeback, so that makes sense. All right. Yeah, he's out of bounds right there. He's still got a great game, but not as great a game as he had before. So from the 44-yard line, shotgun formation, bunch to the left with a running back to his left as well. Going to be a play-action pass. Actually, going to start with a screen to the tight end. Gets about 4, so second down 6, 2:47 left to go second quarter. I'm just waiting for Carson Beck to make a mistake. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but like, I've seen the song and dance too many times. Maybe not now, but it's going to happen in the fourth quarter. Carson Beck, empty set, bunch to the left, drops back to pass, and again, they're only rushing 3. Getting pressure, takes a deep shot, wide open, touchdown, Miami. I mean, basically just. I think Marion just saw the wide open grass. And was like, I'm just gonna run there. But Ole Miss only rushing three, which is an interesting move to say the least. But I guess they're just hoping that Carson Beck throws into like a zone. But still, all right, let's see how in the world Marion was that far open. Obviously, it looked kind of like he was matched up on a linebacker, but it seems more so like in a zone and then just kind of like found it like kind of like backyard football and just like I'm just gonna take a streak. I'm just gonna streak down the field. Kick is good. So it's 17-10, 2:18. Let's go second quarter. Ole Miss does have all three timeouts though. So how did that happen? Let's see here. All right, so he's left most in the bunch. Let's see here. Safety. Okay. Safety tries to take tight end, but that's really on the linebacker. I mean, the linebacker can't really cover number 0 anyways, but like that is a busted coverage more so than anything. Like either the safety was supposed to take him or the linebacker was supposed to take him. I don't know who's was supposed to take who, but yeah, that's why so far open. You basically had a linebacker on him. Well, not a great Ole Miss. But hopefully your offense can drive down the field and tie the game up with 2:18. I mean, you got all three timeouts. You got a 2-minute warning. So hopefully, you tie it up. And kick is away. And it's more likely to be a touchback. Let's see here. Yep. I think it's been all touchbacks. I don't think there's been a single return yet. As much as some people don't like the NFL return rules, I really like them in times like this where it's just like they're just kicking it down there. They're just like, it's 25. Who cares? It's like, why are you doing it at that point? Oh, it might be returnable because it's like, down to the 3-yard line. Or it's down to like the 3 yards inside the end zone. Maybe we can turn it. So, Trinidad, can you please do something? So, from the 25-yard line, shotgun formation, right to his left. It's at 2:18. Draws back a pass, gets the pressure, throws quickly, and number 4 gets to the 29-yard line. They're just going to take that to a 2-minute warning. So it'll be second down and 6. I mean, you got 2:06. You're not really going to run a play. That's maybe. No, I'm trying to jump off sides. So 2-minute warning, second down and 6 from the 29-yard line when we come back. All right. Come on this. I wore this for you. For you, man. And also, I don't want to. I'd rather not have to buy a Miami shirt. But if I do, then like I said, it'd be fine. I just go for Miami. I'll be a big part of the U if they do end up winning. Just because I am that of much of a hater. I'm not really that big of a hater. I really am not. Like people who know me, I'm not really that big of a hater. I just would rather not have the Big Ten win 3 in a row. I don't hate the Big Ten teams. Now, if it was Ohio State, then yes, it'd be a hater against Ohio State. I'll will admit that. But like, how can you hate if Indiana or Oregon wins? Like, I don't think like if they end up winning, I'm not gonna be like, oh crap, that Big Ten won 3 in a row. I'm gonna be like, okay, it is what it is. But like, if I have an option, obviously, I'd be like, well, maybe give Miami a chance. Or in the case of Ole Miss, I'm definitely going to be rooting for Ole Miss. So I don't mind any of these teams winning. If I'm being honest, I don't mind any of these teams winning. Tomorrow, we should have Indiana versus Oregon. I'm picking Indiana. Talk about that in the very beginning. I feel more so confident with Indiana winning against Oregon. Obviously, they've already beaten them. So, yes, it's hard to beat a team twice, but I just feel, based upon what games were played, Yes, two totally different opponents with two totally different styles of both offense and also defense. But at the same exact time, the dominating fashion that Indiana showed, where they were running on all cylinders, compared to how Oregon, yes, the score seems to dominate as much, but it is much more so, and the game was so frustrating to watch as a person that was like just rooting for good football. Is how much Texas Tech's offense was selling the game so hard. It was taking me off so bad because oh my gosh, Texas Tech I'm trying to get very heated, but Texas Tech's defense was doing everything in their power to limit Oregon, to giving them the field goals, making them go three and out, get pressure. David Bailey's doing all you could do jump. Hey, I mean David Bailey's gonna probably jump like a 40 vertical in the NFL combine. Dude, that got absolute hops. Literally jumped. Could probably even jump over just off of the line and standing up. That's how tall he could jump. But literally, like at every single turn, they would they would either go three and out, or they would drive down the field and then turn the ball over. And I was getting very frustrated, especially with the offensive that left tackle. Don't know what his name is. That left tackle who you got defensive end to your left, and you decide, oh, I'm gonna help at the guard with no help at all to get this defensive end that's going to kill your quarterback. That I got ticked off about. There'll be a hands to running back who's going to try the middle, gets up to about the 33-yard line, so it'll be third down 2 for Ole Miss. 1:53 left to go in the second quarter. Like I said, I'm not going to try to get too upset because the game is here and gone. Texas season's over. But I got really upset by that because I was like, how can you be a left tackle and not see a defensive end? And I don't care what call you have. In no way is a running back supposed to be taking a defensive tackle or a defensive end. Gonna be that's a terrible call. Try to do a little trickeration with the running back being a Wildcat with Trinidad Chambliss as a running back. They were not fooled at all. And it's not even really well, actually, no, it's kind of blocked bad. The tight end takes no one. Literally takes, how in the world do you have two people you could have blocked and you miss them both? It's not like they shook you out of your boots. You shook yourself out of your boots. How in the world does that happen? I don't know. It's fourth down 2. Got to punt this ball away. That's ridiculous. Like how does that even? How does it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So got to punt this ball away, and Miami has 2 timeouts. Well, no, they call it timeout. So 1. Decent time to try to get something out of this. And like I said, they do get the ball start second half, so this is very crucial for this game. Because if Miami gets a field goal up by 2 scores, and then they go into halftime up big, while also getting the ball back. However, if they get nothing, it's still fine, but you're hoping that you're going to get, end on a high note, which I guess, touchdown and then, stopping your opponent is definitely a high note, but still. Punt is away, and it's going to be return, fair caught by the 26-yard line. So 1:19 left to go in the second quarter. Nice. The game has definitely opened up. It was 3-0 for the first quarter, then now 17-10. So at least now we have some offense. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. The 25-yard line, so they didn't put the 25. Drops back to pass. Beck is going to get sacked. Sacked back at the 15-yard line. Great job there by Ole Miss. Timeout. Second down and, well, let's see, was it 15 or more to the 16-yard line? Let's see here. Now it was a twist. Now it did his job. The right guard did not do his job. It's a twist. Right guard supposed to pick him up. He did not. And also, Ole Miss defender, I'm sorry, but yes, you got a sack, but I don't think you can do the U down when you're down by 7. Uh, Not a smart decision. Second down 18. Now, if you were up, hey, you can do that. But or if you're tied, if you're up or you're tied, you can do like the whatever motion they have, and you can turn it down, like the horns down, that kind of stuff. I don't know if you could really do that when you're down by 7. Just saying, you can do it, but is it smart? No, definitely not smart. Right now they're showing Nick Saban. Nick Saban's just probably thinking, "Dadgum, Alabama losing 38-3. That would never happen under my watch." Sorry. Sorry. Had to. Second down 18, 114 left to go in the second quarter. Pistol formation, going to send tight end into motion. Tony in the shotgun formation, not shotgun, he'll be in the slot. Run from about 2 yards. Timeout. So one more remaining for Ole Miss. 110 left to go second quarter. I mean, it's third down forever. It's like third down and 16. There is not a lot of plays you can do with third down and 16. Obviously, you want Ole Miss to have to use their last timeout. So, do you just do like a screen or draw, or do you actually go for a play here? I'm thinking. Okay, let's see here. I'm thinking we do. Do I think screen or do I think draw? I'm gonna say screen, not to knock out Corley. No. Screen to the running back. Let's do screen to the running back. Probably wrong, but let's see what happens. 19-yard line, got it to 35. Pistol formation. Bunch to the right. Let's say Corley to motion, Tony to motion over to the left. Gonna be a handoff, so right back, but kind of wrong. Gets up to the 24-yard line, a little pushing and shoving. A lot of pushing and shoving. Whole lot of pushing and shoving. There we go. Yeah, you're a little feisty. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter, though. So we like gained like 4. So timeout's called by Ole Miss. 102 left to go in the second quarter. Down by 7, but Ole Miss will get the ball back. So hopefully it can do something. Keyword is hopefully. Because look at old Joe Judge. Speaking of Joe Judge, New York Giants looking for their next head coach. I don't know why I thought about New York Giants. Obviously with Joe Judge, but still, it still baffles me that he ran a Q. Was it a QB sneak at like third down 7, like at like their own like 7-yard line or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what the down distance was. I just remember that was like his last play as an NFL head coach. Punt is underway and should be just fair caught about the 31-yard line. Yeah, decent field position, 31-yard line. 55 seconds to go second quarter. Like I said, no timeouts, but still, hopefully we can get like field goal range, make it a 4-point game, or have a magnificent play by Chambliss. I'm just hoping for that. I want to see some magic. I want to see some magic, Let's see here. From the 31, 31-yard line, first down 10, 55 seconds. Got to get to the 39-yard line for field goal range. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, quarterback to his left. Chambliss so far is 6 for 8 for 42 yards. Obviously not great. Draws back a pass. They're rushing 4. Dumps off to the running back, who is going to sauce the defender. Gets out of bounds about 35. So clock is stopped. They got like 4 yards and took away 9 seconds. I'm no mathematician, but that's not great. So second down 6 from 35. Trips to the right, running back to his left. Trying to get him jump off size, not really quite working though. Draws back a pass, and they're bringing a blitz. Throws, and that's going to be caught to the 30, not so 30, 44-yard line. First down 10. Clock's up as the chains are moving. 41 seconds. Right now, Ole Miss kicker kind of warming up. Empty set from the 44. Drops back a pass. Rushing 4. Just checks it down out of bounds. That's good. Up to the 49-yard line. Great job there by Ole Miss. Big gain of about 7. Second down 3. 32 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Running back to his right. Running back to his left. Tight end to his right. Chambliss drops back to pass. And great job there by the running back for picking up, kind of helping out on Ruben Bain. Just short of the field goal line to gain, but still first down from the 40-yard line. Going to clock it. 26 and 25. Clock's at 24. So, still plenty of time. Yes, not having any timeouts kind of hurts, but still plenty of time to make any kind of decision you want. Right now, like I said, you're just a yard out of his range, but I think he could possibly make it. Obviously, you want to get a little bit closer, or maybe even score a touchdown. So, shotgun formation, trips to the right, run back to his left. And Miami calls a timeout. I'm looking for just a little bit of magic there, Chambliss. Could you find some magic for us to end this first half on a high note? Show the 55-yard field goal, and then because he made some great kicks in that Georgia game. Obviously, had the game winner. Well, no. Wait, did that game winner? Shoot, how did I forget that he forgot that? He pretty good at the game winner. Goodness gracious, I don't know. A lot of stuff has happened. Started school back, started a whole bunch of stuff back, so yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. So 17-10, 24 seconds left to go second quarter, second down and 10. Ruben Bain's pretty much been kept in check. They've been doing a really great job as far as like chipping him. So game's been good so far. There, Emmanuel. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Right now, your Miami Dolphins, your Miami Hurricanes are winning. Chambliss is, oh my gosh, almost picked off. Okay, Chambliss, hey, buddy, don't do that. That wouldn't have been a great play anyways. Don't do it. Goodness gracious. Sorry, Ryan, but I think Tyler Warren deserves Offensive Rookie of the Year over Ted McMillan. I think that's fair. I don't know. There's a couple of people that I think has a good shot. Throws to the left and dropped. So now they got to attempt a field goal. It's 4th and 10. So this will be a career long for the kicker. So hopefully he's ready for it. I don't know if Tyler Warren be the one. I would think so. I think maybe even Shuck because of how great he's been the last couple of games. Though he hasn't had the whole entire season, I think he has a chance potentially. Warren, maybe. I think just because based on the Colts alone, he probably didn't win it because just the free fall they had. Kick is up and kick is. It does have a distance. It does. Great job there on a 58-yard field goal. 17-13, still down, but not out. So, yes, Emmanuel, right now, Miami, they are not taking off that big meaning. They're not beating, they're trying to beat him right now. But we still have a chance. Ole Miss still has a chance. It was kind of weird rooting for Ole Miss, but I'll take it. But a 58-yard field goal, he definitely would have made it by, let's see, at that point, 63? Yeah, 63, 64. He definitely would have made it by 63, 64. That was pretty good. It was pretty daggone good kick. But, Manuel, as I said before a couple times, if Miami does indeed win, I will, as you can see, like the score. Well, on this, sorry, score over here. I have Amazon up and ready, and you will pick out the Miami shirt that I have to buy. But again, just a reminder: if Ole Miss does indeed win, then you, as a Falcons fan, cannot say anything bad about the Panthers in the wild card game. And it goes out of bounds. Okay. Um, it's at the 40-yard line. So could they get in field goal range? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know why. Why are they kicking out of bounds? That's what I want to know. Why? What? So strange decision making. Say that at least. All right, I'm done with my root beer, so now I can reveal. I was hoping that Ole Miss would be in the lead, but like by the time that I did this, but I decided with the LSU Cup. I make a really good sweet tea. And the little Go Tigers. You know, sure. Like Kiffin probably would like to be in the situation right now. How hilarious would it be? How hilarious would it be if Lane Kiffin, in his tenure at LSU, however long it will be, never makes it to the semifinal game? I know it's probably not going to happen. Like, like Lane is a good coach. LSU is a great program. Hopefully the marriage lasts and they're able to get to semifinal game, maybe in a championship game. But how hilarious would it be if he never makes it to a semifinal game and he could have? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe if he coaches Ole Miss, they beat Georgia. We would think so, but you never know. But yeah, just a thought. Emmanuel, I have seen some very respectable Panthers fans after our game that were saying thank you in a non-mocking way, so I'm quite happy for y'all. Thank you so much. Anyone but the sucks, yes. Ever since the Panthers off season, which wish it were us in the playoffs, but I take coach firings and McKay gone over the playoffs. Maybe that's just me. Honestly, it is the best for y'all. It's the best to clean house, get all that wretchedness that has been choking the franchise for forever, and start anew. And I am hoping and praying that you do indeed hire Matt Ryan. And I say that not as, mocking way kind of thing. Like I think that's like, getting a person who's been in the organization for quite some time, has probably seen some stuff that he wants to get fixed. But will he tarnish his legacy if it doesn't go well? That could also be a problem. But the other reason why I want you to hire Matt Ryan is because, as a Panthers fan, I've loved what our new regime has done under Dan Morgan and Dave Canales. But a person who does not get talked about enough is Brant Tillis, who is formerly of the Chiefs, a great uh, assistant GM to have. He kind of has another role in the Panthers as well. But he interviewed for the Falcons president job, and I was not okay. Well, not that I wasn't okay with it. Like, him moving up the ladder is fine. But I'd rather it not be for the Falcons because he's really good at what he does. So I don't want I don't want him to go to the Falcons. So I'm hoping you just hire Matt Ryan. I think that's great for y'all. It's a good PR move as well for the team to basically get people like, okay, we're going back to, player focused, going back to Atlanta focused, but also rather that so you don't take brand teams. JPJ was just voted as Defensive Rookie of the Month. Can he make it Defensive Rookie of 12 months? Potentially. I would be surprised if he doesn't win it, especially after, the runs Atlanta's been on. So Atlanta's been in the talks. I think JPJ is a big portion of that. And there's not been a lot of other dominating Defensive Rookie of the Year candidates. Like, obviously last year, Jared Verse, was dominant on a dominant team as well. So that makes sense why like you definitely like help build that up. But like, I mean, are we gonna be like Nick and Milwaukee for the Seattle Seahawks? Maybe, but then again, a lot of voters aren't gonna pick a safety unless it's like like an Ed Reed or something like that. Like, so probably not. See another on another dominating team. John A. Barron, no, you're not going to do that for the Broncos. If you're the Patriots, there's not a rookie defensive rookie that you're going to be like, yep, definitely. Um, None for Jaguars. Unfortunately, Travis Hunter got hurt, but who knows? Maybe if Travis Hunter hadn't gotten hurt, who knows? Steelers, no, because Harmon's been good, but not been dominant. I mean, he's basically just kind of like learning the ropes right now under Hayward. Um, Not really Texans either. Yeah, I'm looking for the AFC, and I'm not really thinking of anybody that's really like on a stand up on a playoff team. NFC, no one's really kind of popping off either. It's like I feel pretty confident that JPJ will win it. The offensive rookie of the year is what's kind of being a little bit of I don't quite know. I know that, like I said, director said Tyler Warren. I think earlier, possibly. Like I said, as the Colts started kind of like you know, free fall into oblivion. I think that because the fact the Panthers are a feel good team. Goodness gracious. And he hit 1,000 yards. Which obviously, like some voters can be like, "Oh, he's 1,000 yards. Okay, put your vote him in." So I'm hoping, obviously, Taylor Miller makes it. If it's Shuck, I understand. I feel like it's definitely a quarterback kind of. It's a quarterback kind of reward, and though Shuck hasn't played the whole entire season, um, when he has played, since he's played, like Saints been a much better team, and so like you could also factor that in too. So, but Emmanuel Matt Ryan isn't going to be GM. He's on track for president of football operations. That's what I'm saying. Like, our assistant GM Brent Tillis also interviewed for that president role. So I might if I said that I'm sorry. I thought I said president, but yes, Brent Tillis has also done it for that role. I don't know which Ian Cunningham Bears as GM is currently the front runner for GM. Okay. Wait. That name sounds familiar. Why does Ian Cunningham sound familiar? I'm trying to think what he would be. I'll look up in a second. Only guy I'm worried about is the Browns linebacker from UCLA. Yes, actually, no, that's fair. Yeah, you got tackles, but I hope the voters just see big numbers, big sacks, big award. And also, like, so that is Carson Swessinger. Loved him coming out. Um, he's been amazing for UCLA. At what he was amazing at UCLA. Been amazing for the Browns. Um, so potentially Ian Cummings. Why is that name sounds? Oh, is it is it Cunningham? Ian Cunningham. Why do you sound familiar, Ian Cunningham? What did you do? Why do you sound familiar? Literally, I don't know why he sounds familiar, but I just recognize that name from something. Maybe it was just a hard knocks thing. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. I don't know why I recognize that name. Unless it's like this athletics 40 under 40, which I don't think I've read, but I don't know. That name sounds familiar, and I just think it probably is like from the Hard Knocks when the Bears are on the Hard Knocks. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I was thinking more so playoff teams, but yeah, Carson Schlesinger definitely has had an amazing season. Obviously, that Browns defense has been great with the sack record by Myles Garrett. So maybe, but it has been a while since a linebacker has won it since Luke Kuechly, right? Luke Kuechly was the last linebacker that won it. Um, I think so, right? Or did Roquan Smith win it in 2018? I don't know. Either one of them. Hey Zoe, how you doing? How you doing? I can check it out, sure. Who? Let's look through. Let's look through. So we're still at halftime. Still 17-13. Let's check and see what exactly have been the defensive rookie of the year. I should probably do that. Defensive player of the year. I'm so stupid. Rookie of the year. There we go. All right, let's see here. Oh, Chase Young won it. That's right. That makes sense. So see here. Okay, so technically outside linebacker, but yes, the last linebacker, inside linebacker was Luke Kuechly. So you got, oh look there, Gerard Mayo. There you go. Patrick Willis. Speaking of, oh look at D'Amico Ryans all the way down here. D'Amico Ryans, Patrick Willis, Gerard Mayo, Brian Cushing. Goodness gracious, all of them are linebackers, and then it just drops off dramatically. You got since Brian Cushing won it, you got Ndamukong Suh, Von Miller, Luke Kuechly. Since Luke Kuechly, no inside linebackers won it. Sheldon Richardson, Aaron Donald, Marcus Peters, Joey Bosa, Young, who's had a resurgence for the Saints, Micah Parsons, Sauce Gardner, Will Anderson, and then Jared Verse. Let's look at offensive. I mean, I know the last offensive rookie of the year that wasn't a quarterback hasn't been that long ago, so it would be that wild if. Well, when's the last time a tight end? Let's just look at the last time maybe a tight end has won it. Probably never. Honestly, instead of just looking through this, look and see if there's ever been a tight end that's won it. Fullback who's won it. Yeah. Nope, a tight end has never won it. But there has been a fullback since 71 and 72. Look at that. I mean, that's technically running backs, but still. Yeah, Franco Harris is not like a typical fullback. So, probably not. Probably not. All right. Break's over. I gotta go back to work. I might get off when the stream is over if I hopefully win the bet. Get something you would actually like. I don't care too much. No. That's not how it works. You have to pick it out. So hopefully you get back. If keyword if Miami wins, you get to pick up the shirt. So like I said, I will put on. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting this other way. I'll put on here Amazon, and then you will pick out which shirt I have to buy. If mine wins, but hopefully no. And I still am. I want to be confident, but not quite really. That Ole Miss is going to win. I'm okay with either outcome. I like how this game's gone so far, but. I did a really dadgum good job on that sweet tea. Oh my! I mean, I always do. I'm really good at making some dadgum good sweet tea. Homemade. Um, I know it's homemade. It's just sugar, water, and brewing the tea, but I do a great job nonetheless. Um, if I do say so myself. Uh, what else was I saying? I don't even remember. Shoot. What was I talking about? Forgive me for I always lose my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So I talked about it a little bit already, but the fact that Ruben Baines kind of been kept in check, more so, I feel it's more so like the fact that Ole Miss doing a lot of quick hit passes and a lot of chips. There has been that one twist that Ruben Baines was able to kind of get through, but Chan was able to roll up to his right. So Baines trying to get back there, but they're like, we are not letting Ruben Baines take over, which I implore Ole Miss to continue to do, because right now it's been working. Obviously, you want to see a little bit more from Chambers, who's he kind of did better like as the game went on. Right now, you're an explosive play, kind of giving you that touchdown. So Gave you a spark that you desperately needed. On Miami side, I am impressed a little bit with Carson Beck right now. I kind of expected him to kind of fold, but I'm still cautious about Carson Beck because I still think that he's going to kind of choke in the fourth quarter like he normally does. So I don't know. I don't know. Also, if you remember, Miami did let Ohio State come back into this game. And even though Miami starts off with the ball, will Ole Miss start off hot if they get a 3-and-out? That will be interesting to see. We'll see that come up just next. Um, I did mention this before, but I think it's kind of funny. The fact that the Peach Bowl has the Midwest team and the Pacific Northwest team, and then the Fiesta Bowl is like, we're gonna take the two Southern teams. Let's just take the two Southern teams. That's not really how it works. It's just how the things were set up. But I do think that's kind of funny. Like the think that it's just like it'd probably better suited if it was the other way around. Honestly, Ole Miss versus Miami in Atlanta would be nice. Not trying to say anything. I'm just saying like as far as a whole lot more of the fan base can go see the game. Because no one was really going to ever see the Fiesta Bowl game or our Ole Miss lawyer graduates. Just being honest, there's a whole bunch of rich lawyer types from Ole Miss. But that's with a lot of like schools in the law school like Ole Miss, Alabama, that kind of stuff. So it's not really that surprising. There is it's kind of interesting too. Like whenever you go to college, especially like a bigger college, and the more that you're at the college, you realize that there's still, even though there's not like like the stereotypical thing stuff in high school, it's not that kind of stuff, but there's still like if you are a person who just like you're just going to um, you're just going to college like from like a normal high school that kind of stuff, you will still meet people who were feel very high and mighty still at the same time. Wait, what is this from Chick Fil A? I'm sorry, I'm being distracted. They have like a Coca Cola and a root beer float now at Chick Fil A. My big bag looking. I'm beside myself. They've got frosted sodas and floats. That complete. I am such a. I'm talking about like how colleges are like. You can still see like there's a hierarchy, and all of a sudden I get completely distracted by a Chick Fil A ad. I'm sorry. That's kind of funny to me. I'm such a big bag. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's kind of funny to me. Um, but yeah, you could definitely tell there's some interesting people when you go to college that let's just say have never had to work for a day in their life. That's what I was gonna say, and then I'll get distracted by, hey, Chick Fil A's got a Coca Cola float, by the way. Oh man, kind of got me to tears a little bit. Oh no, that's funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm hoping Ole Miss pulls this one off, and also another thing too. Speaking of ads, Kaushi, I hope you die in a hole. I will never have a sponsorship by you, Kaushi. I don't care if you try to pay me $1 million. I'd rather have this ad right here, where it's like the odds of like historical events any day, even though it's not the best ad. But I'll take that any day over the absolute horrid AI slop that you threw together for those two other ads. The one about the aliens, it's pretty bad. And then the one of like it's like just like the random like bets like the person like in the egg bath, the old dude that is like it's just creepy. Like why I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like if you're a company and you realize how many people are not with it with the AI, Why are you so so willing to kind of like throw away some of your fan base or some of your potential customers because they will see your ad and be immediately turned off and be like, let's not do this. Why are we doing that? That's I don't understand. Same thing for Coca Cola. Like, okay, you want to bring back an old classic ad, cool. Well, it's real magic. Oh, okay, real magic Coca Cola. No, it's made with real magic AI. Why? Why? Just don't. It's just, I don't know. I did not graduate in marketing. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just feel that as much money you might have saved, you cost yourself a lot of money as well with potential business because people are going to be ticked off about anything, but especially about AI. So why would you want to do that? I don't know. No clue. Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. A bit easier to see. Kind of been a long TV timeout. Just a little bit. Oh, I didn't even mention the AI video of the kickoff. Oh my gosh, the Raider baby. Get out of my head. Why did I talk about it? Oh no, now I'm just picturing the Raider baby, and then you got the Rizzler. I don't even understand the Rizzler. I don't have TikTok or anything like that. All I got is YouTube. But now I can't think of anything else besides Raider baby. Get Raider baby out of my head. And now I'm thinking of Drewski on a dolphin, and now I'm seeing it coming, everybody. Alright, why did I do that? I got it out of my head, and now I can't get it out of my head. Get out of my head! Oh gosh. That's not good. That's not good. I don't want to be thinking about that, but now I am. Oh gosh. And then the lion. I gotta stop. I don't even remember what they had for the Panthers. I think I actually did just get that one out and just forgot what they did for the Panthers. It's not even worse than what we did. What was that thing we did I think like 2 years ago for the home games? We had like the 3D Panther that would like tear up the opponent's flag or whatever. I don't remember. That made me. I went through a wave of emotions right now. Went through like talking about like the hierarchy in some colleges to being distracted by a Chick-fil-A ad to now just thinking of AI slop commercials, and then thinking of how the NFL and also college should just been stupid with that stuff too. Uh, just get back to the game. Can we get back to the game, please? This has been too long of a TV timeout, and now I'm starting to think about something I don't want to be thinking about. Like, why are we still using AI so much? How much water is being wasted because of AI? How much farm is being wasted because of AI? I don't want to be thinking about these kind of thoughts. Let me think about football. Let me think about football, please. Oh, gosh. Yes, Texas Steelers on Monday Night Football. Yep, like I said, it's football. Football distractions from the pain. Back to the football Fiesta Bowl, 17-13. Miami starts off with the ball. Ole Miss, gotta get a stop. Gotta get a great start to the second half. Uh, like I said, roller coaster of emotions. Just like the Panthers season. And also Auburn's season, unfortunately. But more so just despair. It's more so Auburn season is more so the despair drop. Um, just when you think you can't get lower, you keep on getting lower. But actually, no, because like we didn't really soar high, so it's not really one of those drop towers. It's more of like what would be the best roller coaster to describe the Auburn 2025 football season? Um, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's when you're on a roller coaster and it keeps on breaking down. Like you keep on going up and it keeps on breaking down. Because it seems like, oh, maybe this could be a fun ride. No, it's broken down again. Well, maybe, no, it's broken down again. It just keeps on happening. But maybe there's always next year. I'm not gonna be like Cowboys fan with that too, but there is always next year. I swear, I'm gonna go 6-6 again, and I mean, hopefully go to the bowl game. If we don't even win more than 6 games, it's gonna be the definitely. Because I'm gonna be streaming it. So yeah. First down 10, shotgun formation, running to his left. That's gonna be a handoff for Fletcher. He's gonna get to about the 29-yard. Well, actually, no, 28-yard line. So that's gonna have their 3 yards. Second down and 7 for old Miami. Halftime update. Improve poise. Poise, you say? That's an interesting halftime update. You got to improve your poise. Don't have enough poise. Don't have great enough poise yet. Second down and 7, but we throw to the left, and that's going to be incomplete. So third down 7. Now, I will remind you, because they also remind us a lot so far. Miami's done a pretty good job at third down, in particular when Ole Miss needs to get a stop. So who knows? Maybe, possibly, Miami converts this. I hope not, though. I'm hoping for 3 now to start this game. We'll start the second half. This is a new game. So, yeah, they're 5 for 9 on third down. Third and 7, 14-24. Let's go second quarter. Second half. Going to be trips to the left, Fletcher to his left, and wide receiver on the island's confused. It's going to be a screen action to Tony. He's going to get the first down 35-40. Up by the 45 and carry defender, and he's going to get up to the 46-yard line. Malachi Tony, absolute dog. And thank you so much, Ronnie, for subscribing. As I am commenting this game, I'm commenting every single playoff game that includes college football and also NFL. Make videos. I haven't done as many sketch videos as I wanted to this year. Been kind of busy with school. I am a teacher, and so yeah. But I'm gonna try to do some more for sure. Gonna be a play action pass for Carson Beck. Gonna look for the right, taking a deep shot, and it is. That's not pass interference. Bro was tugging on his arm. That's not pass interference. Okay. Maybe I might have been mistaken on that one. Well, actually, no. Actually, I'll take it back. Not as much tugging I thought. But it will be second down 10. I would say more so just hand fighting. It kind of tripped him up a little bit accidentally. Because the Panthers would have thrown a penalty. I'm not gonna go there. Second down 10, pistol formation. Going to send Tony into motion. Going to be a hand to Fletcher off to the middle. He's going to get up to 50, up to the 45. He's just pushing and shoving and going down the field up to the 35-yard line. Thanks for the offensive line. It just keeps on pushing on down the line. First down 10 for Miami. Up to the 35-yard line. 13-23. Left to go third quarter. I mean, just taking it down. Breckenmeyer just pushing and shoving. I mean, look at Mark Chris Paul. He's like, yeah! I mean, he loves offensive linemen, so, it makes sense. So, first down 10 from the 35-yard line. Pistol formation with London Fletcher, sorry. Fletcher behind him. Going to be a play. Oh, that's going to be a flea flicker, and he is going to be sacked. He threw it away. Okay, he's outside the tackle box, but that's a little. Is that? No. What's the flag on? Yeah, it's just a grounding. But I said, he kind of just threw that one out of a sack, and it's like there's no one even there. I was considering. I was like, was that inside the tackle box or no? Let's see here. Let's see here. More so by the dash. I think it's outside the tackle box, but no one's there though. That's the other thing though. No one's even remotely there. So it's definitely like Oh, yeah, second and 22. So not great, but maybe you shouldn't have kind of thrown that one away. So second down 22, 12:48 left to go in the third quarter. Carson Beck going to be in shotgun formation with Fletcher to his right. Got some Tony in motion. Going to be a hand of Fletcher who's going to get it up the middle, up to 40, up to 35, and down about the 32-yard line. Great job there by Fletcher. Make it third and more manageable. Gain of about, I'd say like 14, but third and 8. Am I right? I don't know. We'll check and see. Yeah, Tony. I mean, the thing is, like, Tony, like, he looks smaller, but dude's an absolute great blocker. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he just looks smaller. Third down 8. Let's freaking go. I was right. Amazing. So, 7:13 left to go. 17 to 13. Third down 8 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. There's a Tony in motion once again over to the left. Drops back to pass. Getting some pressure by Old Man Mielin, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Try to get number 7, and it'll be fourth down and 8. 11:57 left to go in the third quarter. So let's see here if Miami can tack on some more points and make it a 7-point game. Yeah, maybe Allen. That should have been called a hold right there. Yeah, Bell is full on holding him, and he did not get called. So surprised by that. All right, so this one is a 51, 52-yard field goal, 51-yard field goal by Carter Davis to make it a 7-point game. And snap, hold, kicks up, and kick is. He missed that. He pushed it right. And it will still be 17-13 with Ole Miss having decent field position. 11:53 left to go in the third quarter. But, we still have a chance. So, great job there by Ole Miss defense for holding firm. And fortunately, he could not make the 51-yard field goal. You know who could? Ole Miss's kicker. I believe Ole Miss's kicker will kick a game winner. I'm calling it now. Because if people forget, then I will say that I forgot. But if I am correct, then I'll bring it back up. That's how it works, baby. Again, let me take the sweet tea. I'm so proud of myself. You know when you make something really good, like it's like a great meal or like whatever it is, you just like take some time to appreciate it. That's what I feel like with my sweet tea. I don't this. I did a really good job, and I'll pat myself on the back for that one. That's good. But also, don't know why, but every single time that I'm streaming at night, my nose gets stopped up. I don't know why. But like I just feel like it gets stopped up. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. I don't live in that weird of a place where it's like that should happen to people. I don't think it's just like East Alabama. So I don't know. I don't know why it does. Anyways, but like I said, I am streaming every single playoff game. That goes all the way except for Super Bowl. I will be with my friends and I'll be hanging out with them. So pretty much that's how I do is in case, like I said, especially like the new subscriber, Ronnie, I try to stream every single game that I can, except for the games like I'm not I usually announce when I'm not. So obviously I don't stream on Christmas or Thanksgiving. So I said with family, obviously, but and then I won't on certain times when I'm either going to a game or something like that. But I usually let people know. But the playoffs, streaming every single game except for a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl Sunday should be with your friends for sure. So Trinidad Chambers, please, as you're walking on the field, take into consideration all of us SEC fans who are rooting for you. All the nation fans who look at this red, white, and blue team and think, daggum, don't we love when a bad person in power just leaves, calling you playing Kiffin? We just want you to be gone, and now we can actually appreciate this is America's team right now. Ole Miss, who doesn't even know who their mascot is. Shotgun formation going to be a play action pass, and that's going to be a back shoulder throw. Oh, great grab there by number 1. First down tip for Ole Miss. 11:48 left to go in the third quarter, and they're already past midfield, I believe. Yes. At the 46-yard line, first down 10, Ole Miss is going to let hurry up. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. And play action pass. Throws across the middle. Oh my gosh. He got 11 yards. He got up and he was like, I got a first down. I was like, yeah, you almost got a concussion. Goodness gracious. Got power drive into the ground. But it's first down to the 34-yard line regardless. Going hurry up again. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Tied into his right. Now I'm going to send 19 in motion over to the left. And going to be a, oh my gosh, Chambliss, don't throw a pick. It was too close. Too close. But it was dropped. We're good. Chambliss, don't do it to me, please. I'm trying to root for you. Don't do it. The safety just like I'm watching his eyes. He's gonna throw right there. So don't do that. Trips to the right, rubber to his left. Second down 10. Draws back to pass, and they're bringing a blitz. Throws behind 19, who is wide open. So we third down 10. Not great. 11:07 left to go in the third. Chambliss, please. I've been talking really bad about Carson Beck. I'd rather want to talk good about you. I don't want to keep on putting down Carson Beck. He's not having a bad game. Now, when he does, we'll capitalize on that. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Trips to the right. Drops back to pass. And the right tackle did a great job there against Ruben Bain. Also, incomplete pass, almost caught, but number two's just got like a pinball. Just got bounced around and falls down to the ground. Almost picked off though. But yeah, number two hits him, bam, almost catches it, and gets kind of like a pinball around everybody, and they just drop it. That's hilarious. So Ole Miss's kicker is going to have to come in clutch to make it a 1-point game. Literally goes right through all their fingers. That's hilarious. All right, buddy. Come on, Lucas. 52-yard field goal to make it a 1-point game. And snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is no good. It hits the upright and bounced out. Back-to-back missed field goals, and I literally just said that you wouldn't have missed it if you were the Miami kicker. That's what I get. Yep. Inches. So 17-13. Miami takes over. Not great. Let me be cheerful. Like I said, I'm okay if Miami wins, but I want Ole Miss to win. I'm gonna try to be as harsh to Carson Beck, unless, like you say, he throws a pick. But he has been playing a great game. I'll give him credit what's credit's due. Plus, also Fletcher's doing a great job, so I do love Fletcher. I love Fletcher. He's really good. Projecting him for the NFL, that's the thing I'm trying to think of. He's kind of what kind of type would Fletcher be? Projecting would be the easy one to do. I think that's wrong. Ryan Robinson, maybe? I don't know. I don't like doing NFL comparisons. So, I'm normally not great at them, and honestly, a lot of people aren't. They'll just pick somebody that is close enough. And the other reason why I don't do player comparisons is because as an Auburn fan, as a Panthers fan, I've mentioned this before, but in case you're new here, as a Panthers fan, Auburn fan, I grew up an Auburn fan. I have an Auburn family, graduated from Auburn, all that kind of stuff. And when I was 10 years old, we won the national title with Cam, and at that point in time, my family were not NFL fans. Still kind of aren't. I'm trying to get them into it. And so I wanted to join an NFL team. So I joined the Carolina Panthers. I went down to a couple different teams, but kind of long story short. And so I have been a fan of Cam for a very long time. And one of the things before Josh Allen really came into the fold was every single time there was a big body quarterback that had somewhat of an arm that could maybe run a little bit without hesitation, without hesitation, it will always be Cam Newton. Before it was Josh Allen, it was every single time, whether it be for the NFL, whether it be for college football, it would be Cam Newton. And it's one of the things where I would get sick and tired of it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can name you a short list of the Auburn football quarterbacks who were compared to Cam. Kyle Frazier. Do you remember Kyle Frazier? I remember Kyle Frazier. Do you remember Joey Gatewood? I remember Joey Gatewood. Woody Barrett, somehow, some way, for some odd reason. Jeremiah Johnson, yes. All these people compared to, Cam Newton. TJ Finley, somehow, some way. Makes no sense why. But like I said, I'm sick and tired of it all the time. Carson Beck trying to escape me. He's going to get basically back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard. So he'll be second down in about 9. But, and then in the NFL, I mean, if you're an NFL fan, you know exactly well as I, before Josh Allen became Josh Allen, he was compared to Cam. Other people were also compared to Cam. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of it. Don't want to see it again. So that's why I usually don't do those, because it usually takes me off, because we just make kind of lazy comparisons. Second down 9 from the 35-yard line, pistol formation with Fletcher behind him. Going to send Tony in motion to the right, and going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to try the middle. And size of the defender somehow got 3 out of nothing. He literally was just like stonewalled, a little bit pushing and shoving going on right now between Tony and somebody else. A little bit of standoff going. I like it. A little feisty. I like it when we have a little bit of like a pushing and shoving going on. I want there to be some more like heatedness. Heatedness? That's not what I meant to say. I wanted to say heatedness, but it sounded like heatedness, and that's not at all what I said. Ole Miss is still 0 for 6 on third downs. That's incredible. 9:44 on third quarter. Shotgun formation right back to his left, and draws back to pass. He's going to get some pressure. He's going to roll up to his right. He's got some room to run if he wants to. He's going to get the first down up to the 45, to about the 47. Yeah, first 7-yard line, first down 10 for Miami. Now 32, let's go to third. I mean, they even overloaded on the right, and they still lost contain. Oh, it's because Perkins is just like, I'm just going to go, like, wide on a fret. Oh, no, we go. That's not going to work, bud. They literally pancaked you. Just dumb decision making, but it's okay. Again, just letting them go on third down. First down tip at the 47-yard line, pistol formation, send Tony in motion up to the left. He just jogged this point. The handoff to Fletcher. He's going to try the right side. Got the edge. Got about 6, maybe? 5 or 6 yards. I'll say second down 4. Let's see here. Second down 5. Let's go flash and pass. I think it's going to be a flash and pass here. 8:40. Let's go third quarter. And going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get about a yard. So he's third down and 4 from about the 47. Looks like a 47-yard line. 3rd and 3. I guess I gave him a yard and a half. Let's see, what would I do? If I was Shane Dawson, what would I do? I would try to get that first down, probably. That's what I would do. Shotgun formation, right to his right, and you're going to probably see Tony in the motion. He looked like he was going to be in motion. Yep, motion to the left. And going to be a handoff once again, who's going to get the first down to the 40, down to the 39-yard line. Great job there. First down tip for Miami. There you go. Just keep on running. I mean, honestly, you get about 3 or 4 yards pop. It's not terrible just to keep on running the ball. Tire up this Ole Miss defense has actually done a pretty decent job trying to keep you in the game. All right, so from the 39-yard line, pistol formation, running back to his running back behind him. So far, there has been no pass. Another handoff. Tries to middle of the field. Gets about, depends on the spot, either 2 or 3 yards. Second down, about 7 or 8. Miami just take it down this clock. Obviously, you want to be up by 2 scores, but if you only have to get a field goal, it's still fine to go up by 7. But right now, it's still 17-13 with 6:52 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, bunch to the left, running back to his right. That's a towing to motion, as always. False start on the right guard. Back it on up. Push it back. Push it back. Way back. All right, so it'll be, what is it, second and, 12? Something like that. Delicious. Oh, second and 13, sorry about that. That's where it was second and 8. From the 42-yard line, shotgun formation, right to his left. You got Tony in the slot. Let's see here. Gustin tying the motion up to the right, drops back to pass, and is going to throw. It's going to be caught, dropped. You had it in your hands, and then he turned to look to run before he actually secured the grab, and it's going to be third down and 13. Now, I believe they're out of field goal range right now. Yep, before he actually secured it. I thought he had it, but then it was like here, and they just kept on going out of his hands. Third and 13. From the 42. Bunch to the right, running back to his left. Shotgun formation, Carson Beck is going to drop back to pass. And is going to sauce the defender. He's going to try to get the first down. He's going to get up to 35 and down to 30. It'll be 4th and 1. Well, 4th and a long one. About the 30 and a half yard line. Miami's going for it. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like if you have a chance of getting the first down, why wouldn't you? Yeah, QB spot didn't do his job. So they say 4th and 2 is like 4th and 1.5. All right, so here. Notice 4th and 2. 2 times set, pistol formation. Gonna be a handoff, and he is gonna easily get the first down. He keeps on pushing and shoving. Miami is showing dominance up front. Every single time they're running the ball, they are just shoving it down their throat. Again, it was 3rd and 13. They still let them get this on a 4th and 2. It is no doubt that Miami was getting that first down. I mean, he just carrying guys. Carrying guys. He's like that in Mean Machine. Not Mean Machine. And the longest yard, just carrying dudes. Going to be a handoff. It's 20 up to about the 18-yard line. So nice game there of about 5. Second out of 5 for Miami. Yeah. Before he gets drop kicked. No, before he gets clotheslined. What is it? Steve Austin's character? Stone Cold Steve Austin's character in The Longest Yard? The one who's carrying dudes and he gets clotheslined? It's been a while since I've seen The Longest Yard. Actually, I was completely wrong. Only 3-yard game. Sorry, I thought they got to the 18, got to 19-yard line. Pistol formation, 2 times set. Going to send Tony into motion. Going to be a handoff to the running back who is going to be basically at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down 7 from the 19-yard line. Miami. Ole Miss defense is turd. I want to remind you that earlier the time position was 19-5. I'm gonna guess it's getting closer to 28 to 7 right now. It is probably brutal right now, and I haven't checked it yet, but I'm gonna check it in a second if they don't talk about it. But right now I'm thinking about it, this Ole Miss defense has been on the field for quite some time. We still have a whole other 4th quarter. So, shotgun formation. I mean, this is a 7-minute drive so far. Shotgun formation, a flag is thrown. False start on the offense. Who did it? I didn't see it. What happened? Oh, number 73. Okay. I did not even see him move. Let's see, 73. Yep, he rocked back. That's his second one. Is it second or third one? I don't know. Third down 12. That's. Eesh. Yeah, he's getting beat up. He's like, oh man, I messed up again. Well, it's okay. Third down 12. I say it's okay because it's okay for me because I'm hoping that you lose. So third down 12, 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Have to that's so many threes. From the 24-yard line, shotgun formation, run back to his left, drops back to pass, and he is going to throw. Bat up in the air. Picked! Picked by Ole Miss. And they steal a possession away from Miami, who could have made a 7-point game with a field goal, but instead, it still remains 17-13 after that 7-minute drive, nothing for Miami. That is the first turnover of the game. I've got to check something out about this stats right here because great job by Ole Miss's defense. But even a more commendable job, the fact that right now, let me check and see if I can see. Right now, you have not quite, but about double, more so like 1.75 more. 8 downs. First downs, 8 compared to 18. Holy crap, it's worse than I thought. 33 minutes compared to 8 minutes. 33 to 8? And you still got a whole entire quarter? Also, remember, I've said this before, 0 for 6 on third downs. I know you had some 3 and outs, but still, 0 for 6 on third downs. You'll have 8 minutes of possession time. Granted, you were doing hurry up. 8 first downs. So you have 8 minutes, 8 first downs. Just goodness gracious. Okay. Ole Miss. If I were you, let's just try and give your offense some time to give a long drive. Maybe let them show their stuff for the world to see. Because right now it's just really your defense kind of showing up. Because holy crap, 33 minutes and it's not even the fourth quarter is ridiculous. 33. Pete Golding, hey, buddy, commendable job right now. Can we finish? I'm hoping so. Can Trinidad Chambliss, please, with the magic you have in your helmet, your frosted snowman, this is an analogy. We want the kids to laugh and play in Ole Miss, at Ole Mississippi. From Jackson more, and probably wouldn't root for Oxford that much, but still, the state of Mississippi and the state of the SEC is hoping that because your defense is allowing you to stay in this game, because honestly, how dominant you are as a numbers perspective, you've done a pretty daggone good job. Hopefully, your offense can have a long, sustained drive and take a lead. Just a long, sustained drive at this point. I would take a long, sustained drive for just a field goal. But, yeah, popped up in the air. First down 10 from the 14-yard line. Empty set. Going to be a play action pass. Chambliss is going to throw down the field and go up to the 25. Broken tackle up to the 30 and down about the 32-yard line. 31-yard line. First down 10 for Ole Miss. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's drive on down the field. First down 10, 3:01. Let's go in the third quarter. 13-17. But Ole Miss, please come on in and drive on down the field. From the 31-yard line, shotgun formation with Lacey to his right. Now I'm going to send Ty into motion over to the left. I never noticed how weird the stance is for that right tackle. Gonna be a play action pass, and that is a hold. They didn't call it, but a deep bomb is thrown, and it's gonna be dropped. Should have been picked. That's the second one that just bounced through the hands of defenders. But also, are we not calling holding? I know that's kind of weird how it came out of my mouth, but how is that not holding on Ruben Bain? No. Don't show that. Don't show the man who has no hands. Show Ruben Bain get literally held, but also right tackle. I hate your formation. I hate your stance. Right, shotgun formation, quick throw out, wide open. By the way, to the 40, stiff arms a man up to the 44-yard line for another first down. That is what's his name? Starts with this S. See it? Scruggins. I said Scruggins, not Scruggins. Something like that though. First down for Ole Miss. Right back to his left. Draws back the pass and gets some pressure. Throws. Great grab by number 11. Gain of about, I'd say about 6. So second down about 4. That's great concentration. Holy crap, dude. So from the 50-yard line, second down 3.5. Shotgun formation, trips to the left, running back to his left. And going to be another quick screen up to about the 45, up to the 40, up to the 36-ish yard line. First down 10 for Ole Miss. Again, take your time. It's 138. Get some time for your defense to have a break. Please. That's what we're begging you. All right, so pistol formation with Kyron Lacey behind him. Now out wide. Empty set. Drops back a pass to bring the blitz. Throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Lacey. Second down 10 to 113. Let's go third quarter. Come on, Ole Miss. Come on. Between Mesdor and Ruben, they've only had a 1 pressure. That's pretty incredible. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Going to be a throw down the field. That's kind of a bad throw. Third down 10. Surprise. Hello there, Dobie. How you doing? So far, this game's been pretty good, by the way, there, Dobie. Still 17-13. That would have been a difficult catch regardless. It would have been double coverage, so don't love that throw, but it is what it is. Shotgun formation from the 37-yard line. Running back to his left. Trips to the right. Drops back a pass. They're bringing the blitz, and he's going to have to scramble, up to the 40, and down at the original line of scrimmage. Don't know if it'll count as a sack, but clock will wind down. They'll have to kick a field goal. Maybe. Can he make it from this far? Maybe not. Well, he did. Yeah, this will be like a 58-yard field goal again. No, this is a 55-yard field goal right here. All right, 55. He missed 52. It's 54 and a half. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is... He made it, yes! This time, it knocked across the upright, but in. It was wonky for sure. It was like rotating like that, but it still worked. We're still a 1-point game, so still lead, but we're closer. All right, I'll take it. Obviously, what I love for, there to be. It also hit at the right angle, too. It definitely had the right angle. But, it's 17-16, 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I know we're going to commercial break, but like we're about to go to commercial break anyway, so it's. I guess it's fine. We'll have a kickoff and a play. It is what it is. But Ole Miss, your defense, you're having a valiant effort right now. Okay, 33 minutes before the fourth quarter is kind of ridiculous. So please continue what you're doing. Now get stops on third down. So let's not beat around the bush. But you're doing solid. 17 points, nice. So let's keep that up. I'm waiting for like a vintage Shambles moment. I haven't seen it yet. I just woke up. Oh, dude, I wish I could. I wish I had me a nap. Dude, I probably after this stream, I'm gonna go straight to bed because I have not been sleeping that well. Um, I was running off of. I'm still technically running off like 4 hours of sleep, um, which is not great, obviously. Uh, so yeah, but but I didn't have enough time to take me a nap. My original plan was I was gonna take a nap um, before stream, and tomorrow I'm rewarding some students who showed improvement. So as and some of y'all know, some of you who don't know, coming to stream, I'm indeed a teacher. I teach seventh grade, and so I have like rewards for some of my students, and this particular reward is if you showed the most, whoever showed the most improvement in each class would get a drink of their choice. And this student in particular wanted wanted some Kool Aid. Now, normally I just know the Kool Aid jars, but I've been seeing like Kool Aid in actual like the actual bottles, and so that's what he wanted. And I was like, well, like normally kind of hard to find, so can you tell me where they are? And he was like, yeah, they're at this gas station. So after I get done, basically set up for the lesson tomorrow, which I had basically stayed until like close to 5. That took a little bit longer than I wanted to. But I went to the store. They didn't have any. I asked them where I could find some. They told me it was at a different store. So I went to a different store to try to find some. And then I searched up and down aisles all the time. They said it was going to be over there. Couldn't find them. Asked that person, hey, I'm trying to find this. Can you please still let me know where it is? They tell me it's at a different store. I go to that store, it's not there. So I go to 3 different stores to try to find it, and I'm just like, all right, I was going to get regular Kool-Aid jammers, and I'll just let them have 2, and I'll just explain to the students that technically it's close enough to a regular 12 ounce. Because it's technically the Kool-Aid jammers like 6.75, I think, fluid ounces, so like 2 technically equals actual 12 ounces that other students normally get. So I'll explain that and be like, he's not getting an extra drink. He's just getting something comparable. I just couldn't find the thing. So I literally spent like close to 30 or 40 minutes just trying to find a drink because if I say I'm going to get something, I mean it. And that took a lot more time than I wanted to before I had to go get some food, which I just ended up just by the end of the second store. That's from why I ordered pizza just to have that delivered while I'm looking for stuff and getting groceries. So, because that wasn't the only thing I was going to get, I was also getting groceries. Gonna be a hand to Fletcher off to the right, up to the 30 to the 35, up to the 40. 40 actually stiff arms a man into oblivion. First down tip for Miami. So yeah. Did not have enough time to, unfortunately, take a nap. So I don't think I'm going to be crashing anytime soon. But I say that, and that might happen. So that will be the end of the third quarter. It'll be the first down 10 from the 40-yard line when we come back. Where was that? Oh, there we go. Also, Ryan, why don't you like the right tackle stance? I can't see the game. Oh, so it's more just like it seems more like a relaxed look. But the problem that I have with his stance is that it's a relaxed look that he has for every single play, whether it be like a run or a pass, which is not bad because it's not really tipping anybody off. However, in his relaxed state where it looks like he's basically just standing up, it's not really like him being ready for like a bull rush, him being ready to redirect. Like he has to really trust himself. He's not going to put himself in a bad situation if someone runs like a twist on him, or if someone just goes straight bull rush into him because he's basically just standing up. So he must feel really confident with him getting an anchor, like setting his like basically dropping his butt and getting an anchor as soon as somebody gets a as soon as someone tries to run a bull rush on him, because in a very relaxed stand up state you are vulnerable to being put on your butt. So that's the reason I don't really like it. It's kind of similar to what was his name? He was an Alabama defensive lineman. Last name started with a D. He was a left guard, and his stance was so unorthodox that it was like it might work for you. It just looks awkward. Like it was the way that he was like so flat back, like facing back, not like the normal like lean or anything like that. Like the power like already being back. I can't remember his name though. Like I'm so lost on what his name was, but like I wasn't as mad as I am with like that one. I'm not mad. I'm just confused with like why that's a stance. But like you just don't see that a lot, and it's like maybe you feel more confident, so that might be the thing. But normally you're putting yourself in a more vulnerable situation. So that's the main thing. Where was he at? Emmanuel, I got some more info about the third round pick. Is commissary picks that we will be awarded if the Falcons hire Ian Cunningham. Really? The NFL will award that to the Bears for the next 2 years. Oh, wait, no, that makes sense. Yeah, because Ian, yes. Because uh, Cunningham, Cunningham is African American. So they did the same thing for when the Jets hired Robert Saleh. Um, isn't it something with the rule? I think if you hire someone, well, no, the Rooney rule is that you have to interview um, a minority candidate. But isn't there something like stimulation of like the compensatory compensatory picks? Goodness gracious! Like if you hire someone up, like if a DC becomes a head coach, because then the same thing happened for the Rams when the Falcons hired Raheem Morris. I think that's right. I can't remember. I think so. From the 40-yard line, first down 10, shotgun formation. Sends Tony into motion. Going to be a throwback to him. And number 7, unfortunately, did not get the angle. Up to the 50, down to the 48-yard line. First down 10 by Tony. And he, again, spectacular player. You went on an odyssey for that Kool-Aid. Yes, I did. And then I just ended up having to just get what I thought about getting initially. Pretty please hire Ian Cunningham. Rimroll got extended to GM positions and not just head coaches. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. Do you not want Ian Cunningham, or you just more so want the pick there, Dobie? Pitch formation going to be a hand to Fletcher, who gets about 2 yards, second down 8, up to about the 46-ish yard line, 6 or 5. Let's see what Miami can do. Second down 7. I want to say in 2021 when it changed. Okay, so 2021 is when it changed. That makes sense, like after COVID, I guess. Shotgun formation, Fletcher over to his right. There was a couple of changes after COVID. And going to get sacked, Carson Beck, buddy. I held my tongue. I held my tongue because you have been playing a better game, but you cannot take a sack there. Fletcher, actually no. Actually, you know what? Yes, I'll hold my tongue on Carson Beck. Fletcher, buddy. Well, that's really it's like miscommunication for everybody. Like Naoko doesn't normally do that, so I don't know what the call was, but Perkins just was like, I'm going to go by freely. Third down 16 at the 45-yard line. They got to get up to the 38-yard line, so not great. Drops back a pass and is going to get sacked sacked once again. Now that one is a little bit on him. From the 43-yard line. So, down by one, Ole Miss's defense comes in clutch. Gotta force a punt. Miami fans are distraught. They're like, please no. We've seen this time and time again, where in the second half we start to crumble, especially our defense. Our offense can't get something going. Please don't let this happen again. This has happened for many, many years under Mario Cristobal. Could it happen again? Oh, gosh. Oh, I mean, I would like it to because like I want I want Ole Miss to win, but crushing that's the case. Let me fair call about the 9 or 10 yard line. Um, me about how I feel about Ian Cunningham. He was the reason we didn't give up any extra capital to the Giants when Rome Odunze was drafted. Oh, very nice. Poles wanted to trade up with the Giants. Ian Cunningham told him that he would be there at 9. That's good. That's good by him also having that confidence. Just like, I know he's going to be there. Because, like, oh gosh, with Rome Odunze, I felt, I'm trying to think back. I mean, that's been about 2 draft cycles. I think initially I felt he was going to the Giants too. So Ian Cunningham was just like, no, because you had Giants took Malik Neighbors at was that 6 or was that 5? I'm trying to think back to that draft. Caleb won, obviously. So Caleb, okay, I'm trying to think. Caleb, Jaden, Drake, 4, Marvin Harrison Jr., 5, Joe Alt. That's right, people thought. 6, Malik Neighbors. 7, J.C. Latham, right? Yes. Because initially I thought that the Chargers might go with wide receiver, but they actually did a better job by getting also Lev McConkey with Joe Alt. I thought Lev McConkey was going first round. I was so sure about that too. That didn't happen. And then 8. Who was 8? 8. Dadgum, I was doing a really good. Oh, that's Michael Penix. That's the reason why I was confused. That's right. 8 was Michael Penix. There we go. I'm free now. Hey, there we go, Emmanuel. Hey, you came in at perfect time because right now it's a 1-point game and almost got the ball back, baby. So, 6. 6. Okay, yes. Malik Neighbors second at 6. I was confused for a second. Driving home now. Hey, don't be texting while driving there, Manuel. You can listen to me while you drive. Don't be texting while driving. You're not doing texting, you're messaging while driving. I was about to say, how did you not know who it was? Yeah, I know, because that was a huge moment too, because I remember Luke knew what it was, and then he was like, you're never gonna guess it. Terrible run on first down, loses a yard, second down 11 from the 9-yard line. I think actually I talked myself out of like, there's no way it's gonna be Michael Penix, right? And then he didn't say anything, and I was like, nah. I don't know. I have 2 shorts about the Michael Penix one, like the denial and then like the reaction to the pick. Drops back to pass, throws, has caught up to about the great job there, almost being first down. The 3rd down about 1. Come on, Ole Miss. Get the first down. Please get the first down. Yes, going mute in chat for about 15, 20 minutes. I'll be safe, but thank you guys for caring. Yes, we all care. Sharing is caring, and we want to share more memories with you, so do not die and by texting and driving. Hand the ball off, and that is going to... Oh, great job there by Lacey. I thought he was going to be stopped, but he just continued going. Well, really, he just outstretched. He was like, I'm not letting Mesidor stop me. I'm not letting this old man stop me. I'm sorry, Mesidor. It's just, you are old. Mesidor just completely beats the left tackle there. So, I mean, great job there by Lacey. First down, 10 with the 21-yard line. Drops back to pass. and is going to take a shot down the field. Great grab by the tight end. Not the best throw by Chambliss, but great grab by the tight end. First down 10 for Ole Miss. A little bit high. That probably could have been picked too if it wasn't caught. First down 10 at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Tight end to his right. Going to be a handoff to the running back who's going to get Lacey. Is going to get about 4 yards there. Second down 6. Let that clock continue to roll down and give your defense a break. Please. We are begging you. From the 44-yard line, Lacey to his right. Shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Lacey who's got a little bit of hole. Up to the 50. And down by the 48-yard line. Great tackle there by number 7, but also great run there by Kyron Lacey. First down 10 for Ole Miss. I mean, I saw that hole when I was like, whoop. But great tackle there by number 7. Very formed tackle. And Lacey's a little bit gassed right there. As from the 48-yard line, empty set. Going to be a give up to number 17. Going to get about a yard. So second down 9. Again, let that clock flow. Give your defense a break. 9:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still 17-16. Ole Miss is driving down the field. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Bunch to the right. Draws back a pass. Gets some pressure. Is rolling out to his left. Has got some room to run. Is going to check it down. Oh my gosh. He tried to almost break number 11's back by trying to catch that ball. Third down 9. Chambliss probably should have ran that one. Yeah. I mean, number 11 tries to. I mean, he's like, he almost has that too. That's almost a really great concentration. Like, he's like way back there. Third down 9 from the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. To his left. Bring the blitz. Chambliss throws as he gets hit. As we have first down up to the 36-yard line. Let's freaking go, Chambliss. Yes! There's a flag. Well, could it be on Miami's defense, please? I'm going to say targeting. Get it targeting, please. Yeah, give us targeting. Wait, don't be on County Scott, though. Personal foul. Targeting. As long as it's not on Keontae Scott. Okay, it's on 6. I don't care. As long as it's on Keontae Scott, I love Keontae Scott. It's on Lucas. So, reviewing if it is indeed targeting. Yeah, Keontae Scott came on a blitz. That's right. He absolutely crushed. He absolutely crushed Chambliss as he threw. Great job there by Lee. Would you consider him defenseless, though? I mean, I don't know if you consider it defenseless. Maybe. I wouldn't call it targeting. But I just want to be a little bit old school. I don't know. It's more so with the shoulder. He's not really trying to, like, take his head off, I don't think. I don't know. I think he's more so trying to go for the football. Because he leans it with his shoulder first as he's going down. I don't think it's targeting. I'm hoping it's not. There's my boy, Zach Etheridge. It's going to be targeting, yep. Mario Cristobal has ticked off. It's going to be targeting, yep. Yep. Lucas is out. He is out of there. So it'll be first down and 10 for Ole Miss. I don't think it's targeting. I don't like that. But Xavier Lucas is indeed out. Huge loss for Miami. This has been a good game. Yes, it has been, Doug. It's been a great game. It'll be an even better game when Ole Miss wins. Knock on wood. That's not really wood. Where's the wood? There's wood. Knock on wood. All right. For the 21-yard line. Trips to the left. Running back to his left. Going to be a handoff to the running back. Kyron Lace up to 20, up to about the 16-yard line. A little bit of a late hit. Yep, number 11. You got a late hit there, buddy. You want to try to get on the action. I'm sorry, buddy, but you can't be doing that. I'm saying that, and, I'm going for Ole Miss, but at the same time, number 11, you can't be trying to, the play is over, and he's like, oh, the play's over? The play's over? The play ain't over until I say it's over. Yeah. So you can't be doing that. Sorry, Blake, but you gotta calm yourself. You gotta calm yourself a little bit. Literally, he's down right here, and then Blake's like, yeah, I'm gonna go right into that shoulder. Yeah, that's how you cause injury there, Blake. You can also cause injury to your own player there, Blake. So no, don't do that. First and goal. 8:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ole Miss has had great. Oh my gosh, Michael Irvin looks distraught. They just showed images of Michael Irvin behind Mario Cristobal, and he just looks distraught. Sorry, just saw that. From the 8-yard line, going to be a handoff to Kyron Lacey, who's going to get to 5, and holy crap, how did he flip like that? He got to a 5 or 4 yard line, but he literally flips, after the play literally flips over. I am surprised. I don't know how the heck that happened. Can we see it one more time, please? And now there's a player who's down. Crap. Who's down? I can't see the number. It's a single-digit number, though. It's not Bain. I can tell it's not Bain. I know by the look, it's not Bain. Number 3, maybe? I can't tell. All right, go to commercial break. Again, I love this week too. They're so good. Very good. Very, very good. Obviously it's a 1-point game. So, Ole Miss, if they score a touchdown, gonna go for 2. It's second and goal from at the 5 or 4 yard line. Oh, I gotta move my thing, or else it's gonna go down. It's like, hey, you haven't moved in a while. Do you want to shut down? No, I don't want you to shut down. I'd rather you not. It has been a really good game, and Ole Miss defense has done an admirable job. The fact that they on the field for 33 minutes for the fourth quarter to start is still wild. That's still just. It is a credit, and if more pundits are not talking about the fact that the defense is doing its job by holding them to 17 points while being on the field for almost, I said, almost 2/3 of the game. Well, no, sorry, 3/4 of the game. Almost. No. What am I talking about? How is it 2/3? Why am I so dumb? Why am I so dumb? 2/3 of the game, I was right. I disappointed myself with that one. I had it right, and then I was like, no, I didn't. But, yeah, since that long 73-yard touchdown run, if you could, please deliver. Stand and deliver, please. Wasn't Stand and Deliver? It's been a while since I watched that movie. Was it Stand and Deliver like set in Miami? I don't know why I feel like it's set in Miami. I might be wrong. Or is that a is that the other one? Nah, the other one's not set in Miami. Which one is it? Dangerous Minds is not. Oh, it's Mesmer. Dangerous Minds isn't set in Miami. No, I think this one is that one set in California. I can't remember. I mean, they're all kind of the same. They're all kind of the same kind of thing. Like teacher goes to um, a hard place to teach. It's like that. What was that one dude's name? The one that got credit for it. The one that Matthew Perry played in a movie. Going to be a keeper by Chandler. He's going to roll it to his right. He's going to try to get the edge, and he got like a yard. That's not great. So 3rd and goal from the 4. Sorry for that late little comment. Um, what was that guy's name? I can't remember. He's like a famous teacher that like went to like where supposedly was like one of the worst places to teach or whatever, and then he made a difference. I don't really know his name, but I know that's where like a lot of those movies came from. 3rd and goal from the 4. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his left. Draws back to pass. Throwing rushing 3. Throws. That's be dropped by Lacey. 4th and goal from the 4, and Ole Miss has to settle for a field goal. Ole Miss. Ah. Granted, Keontae Scott was there, so it was going to be a wrap-up tackle no matter what, because Keontae Scott's really sticking good. But still, don't love it. Now, Lucas, just for tonight, this is a 22-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is right down the middle. So it is 19-17. 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's see if Ole Miss defense can once again deliver. We are Marshall. Probably not, but guess. Like what? No, 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 no. I was talking about the. Look at Eli stressing. I was talking about like the We Are Marshall is the one where the Marshall players died in that in that plane crash, like the real life. It's what's it called? Heck, I'm not gonna look it up. Matthew Perry. The only thing I actually know about the teacher movie, the Ron Clark story. That's right. So it was a television movie, and Ron Clark. The reason why I did this, I did like a little deep dive. What I know about Ron Clark is apparently, he's like at a school in Atlanta, Georgia, but apparently he is a little bit of an unpleasant person. That's what I've heard. What I've heard. So let's see here. Where? Shoot. While we're on break, where was Stand and Deliver filmed? No, set it. Set and you said I think Amanda said I'll do a minus AI. I don't get the AI answer. Is that right? Yeah, I said Los Angeles though. Dang, I was wrong on that one. So Stand and Deliver. Let's do Dangerous Minds. Why I think it was. That's California too. Why was I thinking that it was in Miami? Was there one that was set in Miami? No. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Okay. So the reason why I'm confused is because for professional development, we had a motivational speaker come in to talk to us, and he was from Miami, and he was known as the beatboxing teacher. And he was like, yeah, no, I was with this white guy from some place in Georgia that's like typically like world, typically like back in the days to beatbox, and so he started doing that as math lessons, and it started to change things like how they perceive. And they basically would just kind of say you have to find what works for you. Basically, was the gist of it, the professional development thing. So that's the reason why, for some reason, I think because every time he was talking, I was just thinking of like Stand and Deliver and was thinking of Dangerous Minds. I never seen any of those movies, but I know about them because I know the parodies of them, unfortunately. And I know Dangerous Minds is where you have Coolio and Say and Deliver. You have South Park made a parody of that. Carson Beck throws an absolute deep bomb, and that's going to be incomplete and pass interference too. So, not great by Ole Miss starting out, but that's why I was confused. Um, I was thinking of the professional development teacher that spoke to us, and then beatboxed in front of us and did a math lesson by beatboxing. It was entertaining, so I get why some students actually enjoyed it. But yeah, 32, he was like, he was tugging on the whole entire time. Didn't help. It was an underthrown ball, so it's still him getting burnt, and then it's an underthrown ball, so he just like kind of just fell into number zero. So he almost caught it too, which is kind of crazy. So from the 40-yard line, first down 10 for Miami. Trips to the left, run back to his left, and it's going to be a screen action up to the 40, up to the 45, and down to about the 48-yard line. 8-yard gain, second down 2, 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to try left side. Got room up to the 45-40, up to about the 35-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. Could not hold the edge there. For the 35, shotgun formation, Fletcher to his right. Go ahead and Tony in motion. Going to be a hand to Fletcher, who is going to slip and fall and lose a yard. A little pushing and shoving going. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag there, but that's fine with that. But there has been some slippage by Miami's running backs. Now, I want to remind you, as you can remember, there's a lot of slippage. This is the State Farm Arena. This is the one in Arizona. This is the one where you had the Eagles versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl the first time around with a lot of slippage. Just stating that. Going to be a screen action to Malachi Tony. He's going to have a jailbreak screen up to 25, and he is going to go all the way for a score. Malachi Tony and Miami takes the lead. 23-19 on a jailbreak screen. I know you're happy there, Emmanuel. Come on, Ole Miss. Kick is up. Kick is barely good. 24-19. 5:04 left to go in the fourth. Vindication. Also, I got home safety. What? Oh, for home safely. I heard home safety. I was like, home safety? What? Okay. Yeah, it was a jailbreak screen. I mean, just beautiful. Also, great recovery by Malachi Tony. Almost tripped himself up. Ah, yes, very good. Very happy you're safe. Come on, Ole Miss. Come on, Chambliss. Come on, Chambliss. All right, now I'm getting a little nervous. A little bit nervous, but I want to have faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith, faith, faith. And the kick is going to be for a touchback. Because again, we have. I don't think I've seen a single return. Not a single one. Chandler so far, 19 for 31, 192. Come on, Ole Miss. First down 10 from the 25. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Drops back to pass. Got time. Throws. And that's going to be caught up to the 45. Out of bounds to the 46-yard line by the tight end. First down 10 for Ole Miss. Approaching midfield. Take your sweet, precious time. Take that sweet, precious time off the clock. First down 10. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his right. Going to be a handsome Lacey, who's going to get about a yard, but that's it. Well, actually, no, gets about 2. So second down 8. Clock will continue to run. Ole Miss is taking the approach of this will be the last drive. Come on, Ole Miss. 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down and 8. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Going to send the tie into motion over to the right. Drops back a pass. Throws. And that's going to be, incomplete. Try to get to number 1. Try to have him Moss. It's going to be third down and 8. 4:16 left to go in the fourth. I probably shouldn't have jinxed when I said what I said. I mean, he gets separation, and then he has it, but he just loses it at the last second. That's Sterling. Trips to the right. Running back to his left. Drops back to pass, and I think was that a false start? No, timeout by Miami. Oh, okay. Really? They must have like what they saw then. So I'm trying to think like, why would you call a timeout? So like I said, a little bit surprising. A little bit surprising. All right. Third down 8. Huge play right here. .416 left to go in the game. 24-19. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right. Run back to his left. Now I'm going to send wide receiver in motion up to the left. Drops back to pass. Throws, and that's going to be incomplete. A flag comes in late. That would tick me off on Mark Cristobal. I don't know about that, but I think it's going to be defensive pass interference. Oh my gosh. Refs are helping out Ole Miss, and now I feel terrible. I don't know. The guy looking at it didn't even throw it. It's the back judge. Okay, no, it is. It's a bad pass by Trinidad Chambliss, but also it is technically a pass interference. Technically, you get bailed out. From the 45-yard line, 4:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Kyron Lacey to his left. Going to be a drop back to pass. Chambliss is going to run. Is going to give to about the 40, up to about the 35, up to the 30, up to the 25, and out of bounds to the 24-yard line. First down 10 for Ole Miss. 4:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Just continue to move on down the field and take up as much clock as possible. Great job there. Lacey gets a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a block as well. From the 26-yard line. First down 10. Running back to his left. Going to be a hand to Lacey, who is going to get up to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 2 yards. Second down 8. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Continue to take down this clock. Chambliss, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Why are you not taking up your sweet precious time? I don't like giving so much time. Drops back to pass. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And Ole Miss once again takes the lead, 25-24. Going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game with 3:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the tight end was wide open. This game has just broken from being a defensive standstill to having back-to-back-to-back scores. You love to see it. The all-important 2-point play. Chambliss is out wide. They got Wildcat formation. Now they're searching around. Now they got Chambliss in empty set. Try to have a mismatch. And is that supposed to be a Philly special or something like that? Throws wide open number 4, and a 2-point conversion is confirmed. 27-24, 3:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now it is Carson Beck's turn. Can Carson Beck lead Miami to either a tying score to go to overtime, or can he deliver and take Miami to the national championship game for the first time since they themselves lost the Fiesta Bowl in 2003? This is an interesting game. I am awaiting. I am awaiting what happens. Because, like I said, I'd rather not have to buy a shirt. But hey, if Miami wins this game after going back and forth, then I will gladly wear that with pride in the national championship game. Again, both these teams have thrown some absolute haymakers. Trinidad Chambliss gets him down the field. Yes, it was helped up by a penalty, but you can't take away the fact that he's still making plays as well. I know that's going to be some of the talk as well, because that was 3rd down 7. So, like I said, it is important to point out a little bit. It was the right call, but not a great pass. Also, in case you're wondering, they did in fact kick the ball off, but I'm not going to commentate on that because it's going to be kicked out of the end zone. That's what's crazy. I think because I watched a whole bunch more NFL games because I've been streaming them a whole lot more. The new kickoff NFL rules, I know that some people don't like them. But if you watch a whole bunch of college games that are basically just kicking them out of the back of the end zone, that's a whole lot more entertaining is having them actually return it. First down 10, the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Carson Beck drops back to pass and takes a shot, and it's going to be incomplete. It's behind Marion. Carson Beck it was a bad pass. It was a really bad pass. He had the inside tracked. It's just behind him. It's literally behind him. I mean, not even Carson Beck trying to throw it up so he can be able to, maybe run underneath it, but it's a bad pass. Second down 10. 3:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Drops back to pass. Only rushing 3. Throws, and that's going to be caught. Gain of 8. 3rd down and 2. 3:04 left to go in the fourth. Third down and 2, more likely to be handoff to Fletcher. And it is. Handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get the first down, gain of 4 yards there. First down 10 from the 37-yard line for Miami. 2:47 left to go in the fourth. Clock continues to roll. Shotgun formation for Carson Beck. Or going to be split. Running back to his right. Drops back to pass, bringing a nickel blitz, takes a deep shot, one-on-one for the tight end, and great coverage there by number 16, breaking up that pass. Second down 10 for Miami. 2:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. He has it, and then the linebacker is just like, no. And what's more so safety? I can't remember if Williams is a safety or linebacker. He's a kind of a tweener, body type, so I'm trying to remember which he's a safety or linebacker. But great job there by 16 nonetheless. From the 37-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his right. Drops back to pass. Rushing 4. Throws to the running back, and great job there by the linebacker. Now, technically, the running back gets about 2 yards. He kind of fights for those 2 yards. Initially, it was a 2-yard loss, but nonetheless, stuck with it. It's going to be third down and 8. Clock continues to roll down to 12. More than likely going to go to the 2-minute warning. I would be surprised to call a play before 2-minute warning. 2:05, 2:04, 2:03. It will be third down and 8 after this 2-minute warning. Ole Miss up by 3. It is coming down to can Carson Beck deliver. Baby, baby, baby. Please, Ole Miss, deliver. That's what I'm hoping for. I want SEC in. And also, I want my team to be in that I desperately want to be in, which is Ole Miss. Like I said, I'll be fine if Miami finds a way to make it in. But with everything that's stacked up against Ole Miss, if they're able to come out with the win in this game, I want that to be a talking point. I'm hoping they don't talk about the refs. Because, one of the calls was questionable. That was on the previous drive. But that pass interference, it was a bad pass by Chambliss, but still relatively could have been caught. But it was indeed pass interference. So it's maybe. Maybe. Third down and 8. Not yet. But again, third down and 8. And as I stated before, why did Miami call it timeout when it was third down and 8 for Ole Miss? Because again, if you don't get it, you turn them all over. Sure, you have timeouts to stop the clock to make sure you don't get the first down. But you messed up by using that timeout because now you'll have 40 seconds that automatically are going to be off the clock. Just saying. So now this is very important. Third down and 8 for Carson Beck. Trips to the right. Right back to his right. Now I'm going to send Malachi Tony in motion over to the left. Watch out for this right here. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and it's going to throw it to the right, and it's going to be incomplete. Late flag gets a first down for Miami. Pass interference on Ole Miss. 1:55 to go in the fourth quarter, fresh set of downs. Face mask. Really? I thought they were going to call pass interference. They call face mask on number 2. Oh, yeah, he sure enough did. Yep, yep, yep. That's a tug right there. First down time. Carson Beck from the 46-yard line. They are 7 yards away from being at field goal range. Gain of 4, second down and 6 for Miami. Clock continues to wind down at 146, 145, 144. Reminder that Ole Miss is all three timeouts. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Drops back a pass. Carson Beck is getting some pressure and is trying to avoid getting sacked. Rolls out to his right, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Malachi Tony. Really? They said it's to grab. Malachi Tony got his foot down. Rose up in the air. One hands it. Nah. I would want to give that to Tony because that is an amazing grab, but nah, dude. Oh my. Yeah, he like I said, his right heel is out. His right heel is out. That would have been an amazing grab. He literally goes out like this to grab it. Oh my gosh, Tony is so freaking good. Ah, if only he could have gotten that foot in. But oh my gosh, man. It's under review. I don't think it's going to be complete. Oh my gosh. Bro is a baller, dude. He's a straight up baller. That. And he's only a freshman, dude. Only a freshman. Incomplete pass, yep. Incomplete pass. 126 left to go in the fourth quarter. They're in field goal range, I do believe. Or close enough to it. So it'll be third down 6. Third down 6. No. They're 3 yards away from being at field goal range. Bunch formation to the left. Running back to his right. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Looks to his right. And that's going to be completed. Is it a first down? Depends on the spot. It truly depends on the spot. It's going to be close. Number 7, he does get it. But where is the spot? I think they're going to give him the first down. Yeah, that's a first down. That's a first down. First down 10 from the 36 or 35 and a half. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Carson Beck drops back a pass and is going to throw incomplete. A little bit too high for number 7. Second down 10, 106 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still a 3-point game. They're well within they're in field goal range, but obviously you want to get a little bit closer. Or you can go for the killing blow. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Low miscommunication. 9, 8, 7. Gotta hurry up. Play clock winding down. Drops back a pass. Rushing 3. And Carson Beck is going to roll it to his right, throws. Oh, it was almost picked. Third down, 10, 1 minute left to go in this fourth quarter. Ole Miss is all 3 timeouts. So say that they don't get this first down right here. And if it's a running clock, Ole Miss can call a timeout. Still have time enough to try to get in field goal range for their long-range field goal kicker if Miami is able to make it. Again, this is a 3-point game. Ole Miss is all 3 timeouts. Miami only has 2. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Looks like Miami. Well, I don't know what they're going to do right here. Got sent tie into motion up to the right. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw across the middle. Caught up to the 19-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. 54 seconds. Clock stops while the chains are moving. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Changing the play at the line. Going to be a handoff. Actually, a keeper by Carson Beck, who, how in the world did he run? I don't know what Carson Beck does half the time. He loses a yard, second down 11, 36 seconds. They got called timeout. What in the world? I don't know what Carson Beck did, dude. Again, it's second down 11. Actually, it's Ole Miss that called timeout. Okay, that still makes sense. So each team has two. 37 seconds, second down 11. Down by 3. Got to lean in a little bit. We got some praying going on for Ole Miss. Carson Beck, shotgun formation, running back to his right, drops back to pass, fakes the screen, throws, and that's going to be caught up at the 8-yard line. First down and 10, first and goal, 31 seconds. 3-point game, first and goal. Can Ole Miss find a way to get a stop? Second timeout called by Ole Miss. 31 seconds. I know, Dobie, what a game. What an absolute game. It was 17-19, and it has exploded to an absolute outstanding game in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation, running back behind him, 2 tight end set. Going to be a handoff, and he is going to get up to the 5 and down to about the 3. Second and goal, 24 seconds, 23. Timeout is called by Mario Cristobal. 1 timeout for each team. Getting closer and closer. Mario Cristobal is talking to the tight ends, which is something I'm looking at. Just letting you know just letting you aware. 24 seconds, they add a second back on. Second and goal from about the 3. Timeout for each. Come on, Ole Miss. Shotgun formation, stack formation with now his bunch over there to the left. Looking to the left, looking to the left. Is going to try to get sacked. Is going to try to run, and Carson Beck runs in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. With 18 seconds left, 30-27. An extra point makes it a 4-point ball game. Ole Miss has one timeout and is going to be down by 4 with an extra point. Extra points up, and it is good. 31-27, 18 seconds. They're showing all the third downs that Miami is converting that Ole Miss just can't get a stop on. Parker, I don't know just yet. I don't know if Ole Miss is over just yet. Even Mark Criswell is like, we're not even done. Well, he did say even, but Carson Beck tonight, 23-37, 268, touchdown interception, and that rushing touchdown. Kickoff's underway, and going for a touchback. The fact that it's in the end zone with a whole bunch of Miami fans is also interesting, too. Shotgun formation from the 25-yard line. Draws back to pass. Takes a shot down the field. Caught up at the 49 seconds. 49-yard line. Got clock it. 13 seconds. Holy crap. 49-yard line. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Clocked. 11 seconds. Second down 10 from the 49-yard line. 49-48-yard line. Down by 4. Drops back to pass. Steps in the pocket. Throws on the run. Caught up at the 34-yard line. 5 seconds. And a timeout is called by Ole Miss. This is the final play. From the 34-yard line, Ole Miss has a chance. They've got to go for the score here. But, oh man, if Ole Miss is able to find a way to drive down the field in 18 seconds on this final play and score a touchdown, they will win the game. They will play the winner of Oregon and Indiana. If not, Miami will try for its first national title since 2001 season. Hold them, make me slightly happier. I'm sorry, I can't let that happen. I need Ole Miss to win. Come on, Chambliss. Do you have one more miracle in you? One more miracle. Miami also has one more timeout. They added another second. 6 seconds remain. Trips to the right, empty set for Chambliss. And a timeout is called by Miami. Oh, man. Gosh. Again, as W has said multiple times, what a game. What an absolute game. Back and forth we go. 31-27. 6 seconds remain. Can Ole Miss pull it out? Can Ole Miss's miraculous season, after what seemed to be dead and gone because Kiffin was gone, what could the Rebs actually do? Can they finish? Please, 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 please. If you're quick enough, you might have enough for. I don't know if you have enough for another play. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Drops back to pass. Chambliss throws for the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, he got a hand on it. He's asking for pass interference. He's not going to get it. And that's the final. Miami won 31-27. I don't know if I would have called pass interference, especially in this situation. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. But I do think that's pass interference. I do think that's pass interference. The last time that Miami was in the Fiesta Bowl, their season ended because of the pass interference call. And their season is extended because of a non-pass interference call. I do think that's pass interference. Freak the SEC. If we can't have it, nobody can have it. The U is back, baby. It was a nice game, yeah. I'm thrilled for such an exciting game, but I know my friend Raging Tide is even angry now with Miami having a spot he thought belonged to Notre Dame. Exactly. Well, Emmanuel, since you won, I'm going to have to buy a Miami shirt. Now, I will say this, Emmanuel. I will not be able to wear that shirt until probably the national championship game because it probably won't be coming in until either Tuesday or whatnot. So, Manuel, I want you to see what options there are, and you tell me which one you want. So, which one you want me to wear? So we got regular plain Jane Miami right here. Actually, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier to see. Let me do this. Hold a second. Boop. Make it a little bit easier to see. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Not what I want. Okay. Bam. Nope. 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 There we go. All right. Again, that's not what that comment. Hold a second. I do it with 2 hands. All right. So, Emmanuel, tell me which one you want. So I'm gonna go through it. So you got Vic with looks like a leather kind of like helmet kind of thing. Miami with the the hurricane with the ibis. Isn't it ibis? Yeah, ibis. It's all about the U 2025 college football playoff. The U shirt. Not this. Miami. College football playoff 2025-2026. Miami. The U is back. Miami. Miami property of the 305. Very, very retro. Kind of similar but different color swaps. Regular Miami. I ain't wearing the retro Miami camouflage shirt. That looks actually ugly. Um. Oh, I could get. That's kind of 38. That not on that one. That's a little too expensive. But that 305. So Emmanuel, which one do you want me to get? A funny looking shirt or a very Miami shirt? I can't decide. I'll probably do a very Miami shirt. Probably better. My friend Ranger Tide said he's over it, but he was rooting for Ole Miss since their OC is Notre Dame alumni. Yeah, because Charlie Weiss Jr., like I said, he is the son of Charlie Weiss, who was the coach for Notre Dame. Wasn't Charlie Weiss? I hope so. Wasn't Charlie Weiss? I don't know. So, which one do you want there, Manuel? Before I check and make sure if I'm around on Charlie Weiss. If you need me to go back, just let me know, and I'll choose which one. The one with the bird, the ibis. So Miami with the ibis and the glasses. That's the one you want me to get. So that's what he meant by sort of Notre Dame. I thought he meant alumni. It might be alumni. It might be alumni, but I'm pretty sure Charlie Weiss was also the head coach of Notre Dame at one point. I know, like for like the that stuff. Okay, so I like the one with the bird, the ibis. Okay, that's the one I want to get. Let me just also let me move this back where it was. Do I think that that Indiana could beat Miami? Um, here's the yeah. There. So Ole Miss is upset that there's no flag. I understand why there's no flag, but I hate the fact there's no flag. There's not. I will wear that. Root for Miami to beat whoever comes out of the Peach Bowl. I think that Indiana's offensive line against Miami's defensive line will be the end. Will be basically like how to determine the game. So Ruben Bain Jr. was kind of kept in check for the most part. That's basically because Ole Miss was getting the ball out pretty quickly. Ole Miss defense is pretty good. Obviously, they're going to try to stop the run. If they're able to stop Fletcher, then I feel really good about Indiana's chances. Um, but it depends. I don't know if I really want to. I would probably think that Indiana will win, but I'm going to be hopeful that Miami is the one that comes out on top. I think it will, like I said, it will come down to trench play. Can Miami's defensive line fluster? And sometimes he's been doing that jump pass that has gotten him in trouble. Um, if you're able to run the ball, Miami with Fletcher, and take some of the pressure off of Carson Beck, I think he also has a good shot of having a great game. I'm hoping that Miami wins now. I'm hoping that Miami wins now. Do I think that Oregon can beat Miami? Oregon's a little bit different. Oregon's offensive line has shown me that it wasn't against Texas Tech, but I do feel like Isaiah World would get bullied by Bain. So I actually feel like that Indiana is a better matchup against Miami because I think Miami could take advantage of Oregon's offensive line, and and I'll be very interested to see how Tony does against if he does go against um, the both secondaries. Because with Indiana, I love Pons. Pons is an amazing slot corner, especially say going against nickel, going against Malachi Tony in the slot. That will probably would actually probably eat against Oregon's secondary. So I would probably say actually, if I'm going Miami versus Oregon, I think Miami wins it. Because Miami, Indiana, I think Indiana has a pretty good shot of winning it. But I really do think that I would want Miami to win. But I'm so mad that this is not a pass interference. I get it. I get it. I think it possibly should have been a flag, but I don't think the call that one in that moment because then that probably would have cheapened the moment. I'd love to see Oregon go against Miami, even though they're named Hurricanes. Their mascot is a bird. This would be the Battle of the Birds. Battle of the Birds. Exactly, Battle of the Birds. All right, so I'm gonna buy the I'm gonna buy the bird shirt. I'll wear it for the national championship game. But it is late. I am tired, so I'm gonna be going to bed. But I love to see the bad guys lose. I'm very salty about this. Yeah. Well, that's true. It is what it is. Like I said, unfortunately, we could not get another miracle moment from Chambliss. But what an amazing game. Absolutely outstanding game that we have witnessed today. Hopefully tomorrow will be just as good, but I doubt it. I very much doubt they'll be as just as good as this one. That's something else. Um, but again, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be here tomorrow, so if you want to come here tomorrow. Had a good little crowd coming here and watching as well. And like I said, not only will I be streaming tomorrow, but also streaming on Saturday and Sunday. So I will see y'all then. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night and also a great day tomorrow. All right.